Do we just want to start? Since, I mean, mine and your characters are the only two moving on anyways.
The other two are fucking off, so when she comes back, you guys are probably like halfway through this fucking thing. That way we're not waiting like an extra hour later.
Right.
I think I remember we blocked ourselves in, what, 5?
No, you had just cleared room 4.
And then we took
We
a
went
nap
across.
in room 5.
You cleared 5 first. There wasn't anything in there but some like treasure you guys.
he's
So
saying
that's where
we
we're
went and
resting.
locked.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, sorry, whatever.
Yeah.
I just know you were in that bottom area.
You know, fortified ourselves in there so nothing come in with the door locked.
Where did you send that?
Discord.
Yes.
Because my phone... There it is. Yeah, my phone just gave me the middle finger again.
Yeah. So, you guys awaken. Assuming the other ones are with you, but we're just going to pretend that they're
No.
not here for the rolls.
We locked ourselves in room 4. We attacked room 5.
No, you cleared room
Right.
5. There was nothing in there but some treasure. Then you went across the hall, killed all the skeletons, and I think you guys
Okay.
locked yourselves
Either way.
in 5, but whatever.
Yeah.
So you guys awaken in this tiny little office space with counter and some drawers behind the counter. A little cramped, but you guys awaken. So you're back at... Was this a long rest? Was this a short rest?
Pretty much gonna guess it was just a long rest.
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it. So you guys are back. You have all your spells back. You have full health.
Stay.
You are in a cave that hasn't seen any human being that you know of for like hundreds of years.
I think we were going towards 6 after that.
Yeah. So, we'll have to unlock the door that somebody locked.
I unlock it. It's fine.
Yeah, you unlocked it. It's not like you're under a strain of someone coming around the corner. Like for you, it's just like. So you guys open the door and come out into the central area, area 3. It opens up a little bit from these 10-foot hallways.
16 for stealth.
Okay. Are you also stealthing?
I will try. You ran away from me. It's a 3 anyways, so... Not looking good.
Alright.
I will check the door.
So as you go the 30-35 feet across Area 3 into a tunnel you haven't been in before, directly across from you there is a door. Are you just like opening it, or
I'm gonna peek inside first.
like keyhole?
Creak it open, I guess. Just
As you just peek in, old stone bunks in orderly rows line the walls of this chamber, and a corroded iron brazier full of old coals stand near the middle of the room. The bones of a half-dozen dwarves and orcs lie strewn about, clad in scraps of armor. 3 gray, hunched figures squat among the remains, pawing at the scraps and gnawing on the bones.
Did you say there was something in there?
Yes. 3 hunched figures pawing at the bones and armor and gnawing on the bones.
Is there anything else that I see of worth of value inside?
Really old fucking bunk beds and a really old fireplace. You get the impression that this was just kind of like a barracks room of some sort.
Okay, I'll just close the door and lock it.
You're gonna lock it?
Give me a proficiency plus dex.
AJ, there's food in the microwave for you.
Sweet!
Yeah, it's so your proficiency at level
Okay, there we go.
4 is 2, and then
Like-
and then plus dex. Whatever your dexterity modifier.
Efficiency- Oh, I got 19 anyways, so I mean...
Okay, so you managed to shut the door, lock it. Did you follow him up there, or are you still
yeah,
like
no,
area
no.
3?
I mean, I'm following...
Stay a little bit behind me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Keep some
I
distance.
needed to check something real quick, and I'll need something from you guys. Let me just double check what it is. It's not a roll; it's just a stat from you guys.
I need your wisdom modifiers.
+2.
0.
The rogue is unwise.
No, it's your passive perception.
My wisdom is 11.
Without me rolling to see what you actively observe, like if there's a trap or some kind with some kind of DC and your passive perception's high enough, you see it. Otherwise, I'm not saying shit.
So my passive would be 14.
No, actually.
You see, my wisdom's 11.
You said it was
right.
2.
So I get 0.
You said it's +2.
No, yeah. Never mind.
And the way passive perception works is 10 plus wisdom.
Well, I'm not.
I
I'm used
haven't-
to having a character with proficiency, and this one I forgot does not. So, yeah.
Well, you don't add proficiency for passive perception. It's just one of those things that, as things are happening, do you
Wait.
notice what's around you? It's not like an active searching.
You wanted to know our perception?
No, it's so perception. When I ask you to roll perception, that's like you actively looking into a room and being like, "What's in here?"
Mm-hmm.
Passive perception is like if you just walk past a hallway. If something's trying to hide and your passive perception's high enough, you would notice without me having to give you a roll. And for you, it's +0. You have 10.
Yeah.
With him, it's
No.
12. So, because it's 10 plus whatever your wisdom modifier is.
My wisdom is just 11, so I only get 0.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I just need that for
I didn't get a very good
traps
roll.
and shit.
I mean, you could have had a negative there.
So in that area, there was some stuff in there, and it was moving around a little bit, but it didn't seem to notice you. And then you locked the door. You saw him go up there, but he just cracked it. You didn't see.
Move your fucking head.
We don't want
Did
to
you
go
whisper that?
No.
We don't want to go in there.
Where in relation to the door on 6? Where are you?
I'd say from me, he'd probably be in that crevice before it. That little nook cranny going towards it.
You know what? I'll say. I shouldn't have that. That's
I'd want him to keep at least, 15 steps behind me.
I'll say because you were 30 feet away, they didn't hear you. You don't know that there's anything in that room, because of course he hasn't told you yet.
All I said was, you don't want to go in there.
Okay.
Alright. So you are at that intersection right underneath 6.
Go towards 7.
Alright. So as you go down this very dark and kind of drippy, dank hallway carved out of the stone, there's a dead end directly ahead of you, and around the corner to your left, you can kind of see with your dark vision at the end of this long hallway, about 50 or 60 feet, it does open up quite a bit, and then there's an area right off to your right. There's no door, it's just an opening into area 7 there. Are you just going to walk in, or what are you doing?
I'll check inside of it first.
Right, so you peek around the corner. The eastern wall of this chamber has collapsed into a massive rubble. To the north, there's a door that stands slightly ajar, leading to another room you expect.
I'd like to check the door.
Just kind of tiptoeing your way across over the door. You peek in and give me an investigation check.
$17.
It's a really old storeroom, like empty kegs, other shit. Most of this stuff's probably long spoiled.
Where should we go towards the moss?
Lead on.
I mean, we don't know it's moss, but
Moss.
the fungus.
Oh, area 8.
38. I'm moving down the numbers.
No. Well, you already skipped 2.
Skip 2? There's a 2? Oh.
Yeah. It's like a labyrinth-looking thing.
So as you go out of that area, nothing of value there. Although you keep it in your mind that maybe that'd be a good place to rest or hide out if we needed it. You go back the way you came. You're not really sure. This is a big place, you get the feeling. So you go back, take a right, take a left. You're back in big open area where your companion blasted some freaking sturgeon bats with one fireball. And there's a opening to the east that's pretty jagged. It's not as smooth as some of these other carvings. And you start heading down the tunnel there. As you're approaching the opening, what are you doing?
Investigating the area.
Dense carpets of odd, what you imagine to be fungus, cover a large section of the floor in this cavern. The growth includes puffballs a foot across, a weird shelf fungus growing on the stalagmites, and a large stalks and caps of mushrooms a good 5 feet tall. Some of the puffballs glow with an eerie green phosphorescence.
We don't have any empty jars or anything, do we?
No. You have a bag. You have a bag.
I said pause since I know you're about to just go get your food.
Yeah.
And since everyone's not here, I'd rather just give people breaks when they need them to go grab shit than
You think if I went back into that room,
the storeroom.
yeah, and grabbed one of those barrels that contains stuff in it?
Maybe.
Click on that.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna let him do it. I don't think he's gonna like what happens. I don't think any of you are. Look at the map.
Mm-hmm.
What does Area 8 look like?
It's actually hard to tell.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's
Looks like shrubs or moss. Or
the moss patches are where all the fungus is, and then those big gray blobs, the 4 of them, are giant fucking mushrooms. There is 2 openings to get across the room, but have fun with that. Although luckily, anyone without dark vision, they can see just fine. The fungi is phosphorescent, so lights up the room.
awesome. Bioluminescence.
By the way, do any of you speak Elvish?
Yeah, 2 of us.
Good. Not for this room, but good. Otherwise, it kind of kills a certain encounter later in this fucking cave where they only speak 2 languages and it is not common. And I was just gonna be like, fuck!
What? What did I just miss?
Oh, nothing.
Shepherd's pie.
You know what? I would say you have a backpack
Mm-hmm.
that if you wanted to try and pick something up here, you can try. But I wouldn't. You'd have trouble. I mean, these were big kegs. These were not like the little travel kegs. These were like the.
Oh no!
I hold
my
this
plan
out.
is to
My chair's
collect it
gone.
and then store it in 3, so I
Oh,
grab it
yeah,
on
I
the
took
way
it
out.
inside. Son of a bitch.
I mean, how much are you trying to take?
Enough that's worth of value to an alchemist or someone that makes potions. I mean, we've got a strong man, we've got a strong dwarf.
So from this
That one.
distance, I'd say you'd have to get closer to investigate if it's worth anything, and also, yeah, we'll see. Right now it's just glowing fungus and a couple big mushrooms. You're still about 40 feet away from it. Each one of those squares is 10 feet in the map.
I rolled an 18 for investigation on the area.
Yeah, I'm letting you know, upon investigating, you see a shit ton of glowing fungus, some big mushrooms, and a cave.
Mushrooms look like they'll attack me?
Give me a nature check.
Nature is different. I'm terrible on nature.
10.
Looks like mushrooms, dude. I mean, they're big. They're like 5 feet tall. It looks like big gray mushrooms.
Can I lob an arrow at it?
You can try. I can't see it.
That says 18.
So you loose an arrow into the room. It hits the bulbous head of one of the mushrooms closest to you. And upon it impacting, the mushrooms and the fungus just
Question.
Run!
Back up!
Question: am I Skyping or Facebooking Anthony?
I don't know.
Whichever works best.
You just needed a call to be woken up. Based on that map, how far into that room were you?
Probably at the beginning, so.
So, like, near where the number 8 is, or, like, in the tunnel?
Yeah, close to the 8. That little square right below it.
Alright, so, based on that, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you. You were still in the back there, I'm assuming.
19.
Banana.
So, you are able to just stop yourself from breathing just in time to get out of the room without inhaling any of whatever this powder is. The room is now filled with some form of spores.
Well, we know not to go in there now.
Back to 2.
You're doing what you do to your backpack.
Actually, we can go back towards 9.
Pass a minute, sit on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright. So you retreat. Luckily it's not following you. It seems like it was just fungus releasing spores.
I'm glad I lobbed an arrow.
Did you mark that arrow off? I don't think we're getting it back.
Yeah, no.
You okay?
Migraine. Bright. So I was sitting in a dark room.
I'm sorry. So you guys are back in the third area, opening there. And
I'm going to start heading towards 9.
start heading back towards that storeroom, and
Speak up now.
not really noticing much. It is pretty dark, but most of you have night vision or dark vision. Give me another stealth check, because it would have broken your stealth to haul ass out of that room.
16 plus 7 plus 2. I got him proficient in this.
8.
All right. As you guys are approaching the opening into a larger room,
Later.
Look around.
investigate check.
Man, I am just having problems staying in this thing.
Yeah, too bad, because that was also a 20, but it was cocked on that.
I know.
thing.
9.
Alright.
Wow,
Oh my god, fuck off, you giant winged thing. No, that's not what you see.
So the flies were coming in handy.
Steep escarpments divide, so steep, raised up areas divide this large cavern into 3 sections. High ledges on either end of the room, and a lower section in the middle. Carved stone stairs climb up to each ledge. There are 2 large tables that stand in the middle section, the lower section that you're looking into, along with a pair of old braziers. A smaller table stands on the eastern ledge, and the skeletal remains of a dozen or so dead warriors. Based on what you guys have seen so far, you get the feeling this cave was lost because it was all hands fighting out for control of this cave, and they all fucking just died. This was not a good place to be when this went down.
These look like skeletons or corpses? Like, what kind of corpses?
They're just dead. So just kind of, are you going further into the room?
I think the question is, are they dead or undead? Is what he wants to know.
I'm about to lob an arrow just in
Well,
case.
right now you're in the hallway. You can just barely see. There's like some piles of armor and bones. It's on a raised up level. You probably have to get closer to investigate more.
This is yours.
Actually, I was thinking about just lobbing an arrow at
That's your
skeleton's
writing.
head.
Alright.
Or bones.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the best way to check for anything. $17.
So you launch one up there, and you don't hit just because they're on the ground, and a ranged weapon they generally have disadvantage, and it's just a pile of bones. It does sail over them though. The bones don't move.
But
jumping down from crevices up above the ceiling and hiding in the shadows, 7 ghouls drop down at the noise.
Hooray! Battle time!
Morning.
So let me draw out this fucking cavern real quick, since we are doing shenanigans.
Oh boy.
Good morning, princess. Yeah, I need to draw this large. Like, of course, it's the first combat you find here.
Honey, send me
Is
a
the
picture of
biggest
map.
fucking cavern in the place.
It's on Discord.
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 Oh, that
New
thing.
thing that told you get.
You know, the thing that's actually really useful, but no one wants to fucking use.
I don't like it. This one.
Yeah, I know you don't like it. My answer to
I've
that
had
is...
it for a
We're
while.
inside
I
the
just
mines, aren't we?
only used it with my.
Yes, you are inside the mines.
Can you see?
Yeah, I forgot my camera, so you'll have to wait till next time.
The stream is
I can
working.
see it, I just can't hear properly.
I don't see how. My volume's all the way up. Yeah, my volume's all the way up.
Normally you have a prop for him.
Because you did do it off a messenger rather than Skype.
Yeah, a little bit. Skype has better sound.
Hi, Smegs!
Bye.
Oh, he's got a delay. Thank you for the...
Joining game earlier, I was up almost 36 hours, that hurt.
The cake is a lie.
Those are stairs, bite me.
I know, but it had to be said.
Sweating like a pig over here.
I can barely
Sweating like a motherfucker.
Yep.
I know the feeling.
Sweating like a feather mucker.
It's a good thing I'm not on video. I don't think viewers want to see that.
What the hell?
Disconnected from something.
You still there, Anthony?
Nope.
So the dead bodies are like all up in here, and then there's a couple over here. And they're just kind of scattered all over the place. As you were just at the entrance here, I'm guessing Trevor was behind you. You are somewhere.
I don't want to get it keeps going offline.
Upon you shooting an arrow, a lot of ghouls drop
I've seen
down.
Star Wars in 3D.
Yeah, it was awesome. Let's see again.
They're hungry, they're angry, and they are coming for that
Sorry,
ass.
my phone and my computer are being retarded.
They realized it was me that threw it.
Since they are hungry and they got the jump on you, I'm gonna go with no.
How'd they get a jump on me?
You made noise. They're coming down for food. You didn't
They
know
would
they
have
were.
gone for the arrow.
I mean, by you firing, your stealth is gone, and they're ghouls. Their entire existence in life is to
Flesh.
eat flesh. So I'll say you don't get another action,
Fine.
but we can start.
Pull both my daggers out.
Is he streaming this as well? or
Pull
not?
your daggers out. You mean wish them into existence?
Oh, yeah. That's right, I forgot that's what they do.
Aha!
Hey.
Oh, hey, those exist!
Mr. Tober, it would appear that our rogue startled 7 ghouls, and now they're attacking.
I wasn't about to walk in there and be surrounded.
Yeah, they would have fucking surrounded you if you went in.
Exactly!
I thought you liked
I
I
did
thought
the
you
same
liked
thing.
Roger.
There they are.
Wow, somebody's got a bad case of the bedhead.
Doesn't matter.
I did the smart thing.
So I'm going to start doing initiatives in groups. So I'm just going to say these 4 here are on one initiative and these 3 are on another, because I'm not rolling 10, 20, 30, 50, 70 other fucking things.
Right.
I hate how this keeps landing out and cocking itself on. There we go.
Hooray, TV.
Smeagol, don't forget your dice.
Okay.
Of course it would do
What's
that.
everyone's initiative?
19.
My dice is next to me, I've already got it.
What was yours?
Did you roll initiative?
16. 17.
Don't you
16.
need everybody's
Dex.
wisdoms as well?
So 17.
I will in a second. So you're
13.
17, you're 19, yes, 13.
Plus things. Oh wait, never mind. Your dexterity is 0. I forgot. So you're 13.
And what was yours again? Like 3? Or
7.
7?
Yeah.
I was going to say I'm
Face-to-face.
Toba, not the other guy.
I'm
No, I
aware. Alright, and that brings me to 6. Alright. So, these things all jump down. You're first. You see in the cavern ahead of you a whole bunch of ghouls just plop, plop, plop onto like the tables, the floors. Obviously startled by the arrow that he threw or shot into the room.
There it is. Do I want to do that?
Saw it.
You know what? Bonus action, Hunter's Mark that guy.
Which one?
That one.
Good enough to eat.
That's good. When did you get Hunter's Mark?
It's a vengeance thing.
Oh. Okay.
And then
Well, that's your bonus action.
gonna run up and attack it. Smack it in the face.
What's with the pink cone?
Are you going like? Oh, that's he. We're using those as debuffs, so that
Yeah.
enemy has Hunter's Mark from him.
Point blank.
Okay, so it is sword mode. You are
Yeah.
running up in that ass.
I did not extend it.
You didn't get a raging boner when they all fell.
Yeah, let's do this!
Let's go, Harbor!
Oh, they actually have a decent amount of hit points.
Oh,
so have
sorry.
fun with this.
Charisma saving throw for him.
For the Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm looking at Bane suddenly. I'm stupid. Never mind.
So no.
Mark until spell ends, deal extra damage, 1d6. Okay, no.
No.
Never
Okay,
mind.
cool. So they just get the extra damage on your hit.
And I have advantage on wisdom. Okay,
Yeah.
but not
Only
attack.
against them, though, right?
Just on that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 16,
God, have fun
17,
with
18,
this.
19, 20.
These things are gonna fuck him up. Oh, you
Uh,
hit. You definitely
okay.
hit on a 20.
So, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Your
Plus
strength?
a 1d6.
Is your strength only 2?
8.
You
Plus
said 8,
4.
9, 10, 11, 12, and
That's
you get
4.
proficiency.
Oh,
You're hitting with a
wait,
weapon, you're
I thought we
proficient.
were. What? I thought that was just for attack.
Oh,
rolls,
yeah,
not
never mind. We
damage.
changed that. Sorry.
Yeah. What?
Sorry, I missed. Go ahead.
You see this hair color? It's easy.
Don't make me throw my bag of dice at you. Well,
12, 13,
that's 1 damage you wouldn't have had otherwise.
14.
14 damage. All
That's the next thing
righty.
Yeah.
I'll take it off.
Bugs.
I'm already turning to ice control.
All right, that thing. You just run up and you just slice into this thing. First time you're using Hunter's Mark, in the back of your head, you're kind of like,
Please don't smoke.
shouldn't I have done a little more? But
Who was already smoking?
it takes a hit.
What the fuck is that?
Is that the end of your
The guy
turn?
working
Yep.
out there on his truck.
All right.
Awesome.
Next is our first batch of ghouls. Well,
Okay, so if it tries to disappear on me,
this
I can
one's...
find it.
Oh, you can track it. This one's going to rush forward and try and get behind you. This one's going to jump off the table, come at you. And this one's going to run around, and there's not a lot of space. The 3 of those, 2 of them are going to make a claw attack. 1 is going to try and make a bite attack. And since we are doing flanking, the one behind you gets flanking.
Nom nom.
So, the 2 bite attacks. What is
Flex
that?
on him.
Well,
Come at me, bro.
1 tries to lunge at you to take just a bite out of your arm, but misses.
Oh,
The one to your side that you didn't notice,
Why does it keep disconnecting?
I don't know.
the one at your
It's
side
on
that you
another
didn't
property.
notice while you were trying to just like not get bit by that one, goes right into your shoulder with a nat 20.
Oh no.
So that
Start erasing now.
I think it's just my phone and
12 damage. Oh, no. 24 damage. Sorry. 12 on the dice. 24. So 24 damage from that bite. And then our one flanking you, who gets advantage from flanking, is going to claw attack you.
so it's
17.
That is just my armor.
Bitchin'. Yay advantage, because I got 7 and 13. This one is interesting, so...
We are all gonna die.
Oh no, this one you're not going to like.
Oh, is it still your turn?
You charge him first.
No, it's the ghoul's turn.
He's under attack.
You take 5 damage, and I'm going to need a constitution save.
It's only on wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
I actually don't like these enemies. They're not fun.
16, 17, 18.
So, after that claw, like, you felt something, but you're able to shake it off.
Sorry, it was 4. 4 damage?
6.
Oh, 6.
No, 5, sorry. 3 plus 2, sorry. So you felt that dig into you, but you were able to shake it off.
Ow.
So that's the end of their turn. That brings us to...
Go, Morrowind. Or
I'm
Morrow
sorry, I know
Flame.
you're not feeling good.
It's just a migraine. It'll go away eventually. Hopefully.
Morrow water.
Basically.
Flavored water.
Water.
It is. It is water. It's flavored water.
Yeah, I'm talking about just water.
It's still water.
Yes.
What the hell?
Go.
I'm
Is that
saying.
Ricola or whatever?
Yes. What? My son got me sick earlier this week, and I still had some left over, and I'm just like, fuck it.
Just the commercials.
I'm sorry, what were you?
Okay, so it's plus 5. I'll use guiding bolt on the one in front of him.
Alright, well, from here, I'd say you can't really get a clear shot on it with him directly in front of it. They're about the same size. I mean, if you move up a little, you could probably hit one of these two, or any of, like, this one here, but you can't hit the one in front.
Fire blast the one in the back.
I'll go for this one.
Alright, so if you move up there, you can make your attack on that one.
46.
Yeah, I wish you didn't run in there.
It's what I do.
I just remembered what I had with me.
He has a dynamite. Mind you, you're in a cave. Might have to make a fun roll to see what happens with that. Like, hey guys, guess what?
If I have a last resort, that will be it.
14 in spell,
Hmm.
which I think is like 6 anyways. 7.
Yeah, 7, natural level up.
That's 19.
You definitely hit.
And then it's 6, 12, 24.
24, wow. So it's just,
25, 6, 29.
doesn't matter. How many fucking d6s are you supposed to roll for?
4.
That? Jesus.
Depending on the level.
And I'm only using level 1.
Fair enough. As you just bring up this large, glowing hand of radiant energy, you just shove it out, and this ghoul just gets fucking annihilated.
Thanks.
It disappeared.
Yeah, it's fucking dead. Bringing us to Tober's turn. Who, he can't really see the board.
Well, if he's watching the stream.
Oh, if he's watching the stream, then yeah, he's fine.
See the board?
Alright.
Sorry. I know I keep doing that second thing.
He's got this. He's fine.
Are you watching it on your phone, or are you watching it on the stream?
I can hear the stream.
Okay.
Stream gives me a better angle.
Yeah.
Badly, but I have to use my phone in order to hear you slightly and use the microphone. So if I'm just slightly talking.
Okay.
So what is the mighty Tober doing?
I'm gonna go. I want to cast.
Cast.
He has a paladin, he has spells.
The smite, the blessing, or whatever it is. So give everyone a buff.
Blessing?
Bless. Are we all within 30 feet of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's 3, so it's everyone but him. It's 3 targets, right?
3 targets, yeah.
So, who are you excluding, Tober? It's only 3 targets and there's 4 of you.
Myself.
You can exclude me because I have bless as well.
Alright, then yeah, exclude her.
Alright. So, for the next little bit, the 3 of you are blessed.
Yay!
Hurrah!
That's an extra 1d4 to everything. Well, not everything, but yeah. Attack and savings, I think.
Yeah. Your 1d4 to hit, right? Not damage.
Yeah.
And then saving throws. Okay, so that was your action. Are you moving?
Oh, he was excluding her.
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to be standing for too much longer, but yeah, that's okay.
You're
I'll
just
move a
lucky
little
you made that
closer.
DC. I'm sorry,
I
what
mean,
was that?
Why is
I'll
he
move a little closer.
You can only move about 1 square closer right now, because otherwise your path is blocked.
Okay, yeah. I'll wait till they move them.
Alright. That brings us to the other 3 ghouls. And this one is going to go straight for you, because ravenous bullshit. This one is going to try and climb up on this table and use most of its movement just to get here.
Did I get skipped?
No, you're last.
No.
With a roll of
7.
go. My bad. While you're going, this one
Go
fucking
away.
falls down.
I'm looking at your thing, I'm like, did I just get fucking skipped?
My bad.
Bruh!
I beat them by 1 point.
Dude, I'm crying. There's a lot of
Who
shit.
hasn't attacked?
Technically, it's
Who
not
hasn't
who hasn't
really-
attacked, it's who hasn't had a turn.
Basically, yeah.
And technically, 3 of the ghouls, so these 2 and this one back here.
Have not had turns.
Well,
I'd,
yeah,
I'd
because they would
like
be
to
after you.
throw my 2 daggers at the guys charging from his right.
These 2?
Yeah, the one in
You would
front
have disadvantage on this one because prone targets on
Yeah, the
ranged
one.
attacks, but are you just doing both at the same target then, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to try to keep some shit off of him.
No, it's okay.
I mean, yeah. 1d4 was kind of pointless.
Roll the damage anyway, because, I mean, they do have a good amount of health, so I just want to see how much you fuck this thing up.
So 3, 5, 6, 8. I lost track.
You were at 8.
He was, with the crit, he's clearly over 30. And, it's dead. Your knife just goes right into it, and it just collapses on the ground mid trying to lunge at him for a bite. This thing just... Ah! Okay. Now bringing us to their turn. This one fucking falls on its ass. That one already moved. This one's going to use the rest of its movement to stand up. Or half the movement to stand up, and I'll say that was... it can get just in range of you. And with that being the only thing that can attack you right now, it is going to make a bite attack.
Short rester yet?
Yeah, it definitely hits. 18.
Man down.
Okay.
And you take 9 damage.
Barely.
I mean, dude, you're getting fucked up.
Take a potion.
Although, we are back.
Take a potion.
You're up.
Huzzah! I'm going to lay my hands on myself.
Oh! Nobody look! I need to touch myself!
Why are we going more?
I need to make sure that I don't miss the road crest.
And then I'm going to swing again at the
Then
same
I'll
one.
close it.
See you from the street.
They should be here within the next 5 minutes.
7, 8,
After
9,
minutes.
10, 11,
Are you-
13.
who are you
Same-
swinging at?
Same one. The
Okay.
Bane. Or
And it's
Hunter's
not
Mark, sorry.
Okay. You said it was what, 14?
6, 10, 13.
You hit?
Yeah.
So, you know, like
Oh, I
combat
hit?
midnight.
Yes.
Okay, well that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5?
Oh, 6 because of the +1. Forgot about that.
Okay.
Did you roll? Oh, you did roll your d4.
So you driving your harbor sword right into him again. Why do you get another?
Hunter's mark. The extra 1d6.
I'm gonna pull the critical role rules after this, where if I am already explaining shit, you missed it for that turn.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. New ability for you.
Yeah.
You with the hunter's mark, like you fucking hated this thing. You drove it in, and it just almost cut it right in half.
Bonus action, I will move it to the
Getting bit.
next one on my left.
I don't know. I think they're just landing on me.
Well, sweat would attract them, and you're giving them a lot of surface area.
Okay.
No judgment, just pointing them out.
What?
I said sweat will attract them,
I know.
and you're giving them a lot of surface area, and then I said no judgment, I'm just statement of fact.
I don't have any shirts on, so.
That would bring us now to the 3 remaining ghouls on your left, now that you went. This one is going to...
I thought one of them moved last turn. Jumped over the table.
This one got up and then down, and that was their whole movement. They didn't get a turn against... Oh, wait, yeah, no, they don't get that.
Yeah.
So it's these two.
Like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, we'll help.
You killed one, and then you killed one, so yeah. So this one is kind of stuck here trying to grapple over shit. So in their frustration, they're going to... They're going to get there, trying to get around, and the one there is going to make a claw attack on you.
Advantage flanking. Just thought I'd help you out. Maybe next time I just won't say anything.
Dude, I would have let it go. I fucking forgot. This one deals less damage than the bites, but this one has fun effects. Nine damage and another con save.
Okay.
Is that a nat one?
Yes, it is.
You're human, right? Or no, you're human-ish.
Human adjacent, yeah.
Okay. Then this does not, that exception does not apply to you.
Oh, is this? No.
You are now paralyzed for the next minute. As ghoul, whatever the fuck it is, courses through your veins, unfailing the DC.
Just to check.
Each
None of
turn,
this is like
you can attempt to continue to beat the saving throw.
None of this is necrotic damage.
No.
Okay.
Slashing, piercing.
Just double check.
Bringing us to you.
Oh, I can actually go for the goal that's like right in front of him this time. And then behind him.
No, you can hit this one. These two are kind of out of your...
Yeah.
It'd be hard to try and weave that in there. Are you almost dead?
Again. I
Well-
laid all of my hands on me.
You gave yourself all 15 or 16
Oh wait,
or
I
20.
have 20 now.
You have 20.
I put 15 in it. Okay.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep track of that.
There's 5 left.
I laid hands on myself, so I can't move the hunter's mark. That's right.
Okay, I'll use, how much life do you have then?
12? Yeah, 12.
Then I'll be nice and use Prayer of Healing on him.
Prayer of healing takes 10 minutes.
Oh, it does.
It's a ritual. You have to sit down and concentrate on it.
So you
I
want
mean, you're within
cure
range.
wounds.
If you have cure wounds, you can always... But again, you have to have it prepared for the day.
Yeah, she does.
Well, just because it's in the sleeve doesn't prepare for the day. But yeah.
It's there so that I know what I have. I can do that.
But you'd have to move up. It's a touch spell. You gotta lay hands on that motherfucker.
I see that.
Everybody touch me!
Are you gonna move up? I mean, you could let him fucking die. He's paralyzed. He can't even take his turn. He has to try and save from this paralysis.
Well, then I'll just let them do their thing. And leave. Love you, honey.
I didn't mean that as a let him die. I was just saying he's a little helpless right now. He can't even give himself his 5 remaining hit points.
Well, even if I heal him, what can he do to stay alive?
Try and save for the DC.
True.
But anyway, just do it. Do it.
You do you.
These things actually have a good amount of hit points.
Now in my luck, I'm fucked. Oh,
Got rid of 2.
true. I use cure wounds on
Actually,
him.
if you ever had 3, there were 7.
It's a 1d8. Six.
It's plus your casting modifier, which I believe is 5. So
11.
you heal 11. Although at the same time, like you, as she walks up behind you and puts a hand on the back of your shoulder, you in this tense, not being able to move and just looking at ghouls surrounding you, you feel this radiant energy go into you. You're feeling a little better. But you still can't fucking move. Like your eyes can kind of wiggle a little bit, but you are paralyzed.
At least you're not dead.
Like in the back of his mind, this feels nice.
Bringing us to Tober's turn.
And at the same time, he's screaming this whole time.
Wait,
I cannot hear
why
you,
can
dude.
we not hear him? Didn't you have it like propped up or something?
I mean, it's
Which one of those goes next?
The speaker's right here.
Okay. Weird.
I don't know what's going on. I just
No, it's
can't.
because I covered the microphone.
Oh. Well, don't do that.
He's trying to do that so that we don't get the echo.
I don't care about the echo, but yeah.
Yeah. So which ghoul goes next?
You go next. And the ghouls that get their next turn are these two right here.
No.
No, this one. Or, yeah, no,
Oh,
okay.
it's
That one
that's
walked
the
around
other
out of
one
frustration.
if I can reach him.
Are you trying to attack this one? That would be the closest one to you.
Yeah.
Alright, so you'll move up.
Yeah.
And his axe.
But it's not a tree.
He can still hack it down like one.
You know, it doesn't specify it does extra damage to woodland beings, but if like a treant came up and it's like a tree beast, that'd probably give it something.
That'd be funny to watch.
What's my plus again?
Don't you have your stats?
No, I think
No,
he
that's
has
right.
his new
You have your
character
low cars. You get +4, and then plus your 1 axe.
So plus 5.
So I did plus 5. So I rolled a 14, so plus 5, 19.
You hit.
That's not including his proficiency, which is just 2.
But plus 2. Until 5.
Yeah.
And which ones is it to roll again for the hit? What, for the damage?
D20.
No, he did. He
No.
rolled to hit and he hit.
His
And he's
damage. D8.
So you'll roll a d8, the diamond looking one, plus 4.
What are you rolling for?
No, you can't.
Well, that sounded
Roll
glorious.
2 ones, and then plus the 4, so...
Why do you roll 2? So you got 2 ones.
2 ones.
Yeah, I got 2 ones.
Why'd you roll twice?
One of the 8.
Oh, on.
So I rolled a D8 and a D1. D4.
You're only
Oh,
supposed to,
the-
oh, he has bless.
Yeah, the D4 goes to attacking, not hitting.
Yeah, it's not adding to the damage, it's adding
So-
to your chance to hit, but you already hit, so it's...
You got 5, 6.
Yeah,
Because it's plus 1 axe.
yeah. So you did 5 damage.
6. He got 1, plus 4, plus 1.
Okay, so you did 6 damage.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Okay. That brings us to the Rouge's turn.
What the hell is that?
A moth. It about smacked him in the face.
I'm gonna throw my daggers at whoever the fuck is behind her.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright, I'd say if you lean out and... It's like a good 3 or 4 feet there, so you can probably get that through.
Oh, a lot of nuts.
You'd roll 2, because you're 2 attacks. Oh, wait, no.
It's just on the first one.
Yep.
I believe. Once a turn.
Whatever, fuck it,
I
once
don't-
turn.
Yeah.
Well, which one is
There
your
it is.
first one?
The 10.
Okay.
Luckily.
So
let's see, they're both 14
No,
plus
okay.
3 plus
It's
2,
all.
So 19.
yeah, you hit with both of them.
It's during the entire battle phase.
Whatever,
That's
you
fine.
hit with both of them.
Yeah.
5, 6, 8, 17.
You'd also get sneak attack because they're ravenously trying to eat your friend.
19.
19.
Is that on both or just the one?
Only the one attack. You can only get sneak attack once per turn.
So 19.
Yep. Okay. Thing is hurting, but alive. Bringing us to these two's turn. And they're ravenous, unthinking beasts. They're going to try and bite you. You are the thing that is the closest thing to meat for them.
Yeah.
And
Makes
with
sense.
how long this cave has been closed off, one hits, one misses. And it is 14 points of damage for that bite. That ends their turn, bringing
So much
us.
for the 11 I healed you.
That brings us to your turn, and you need to make a saving throw.
I end my turn. And 8.
Con save.
Yep.
8. You are still paralyzed. Bringing us to the other two ghouls' turn. This one's going to jump down off the table. I think you're going to die.
Well, be knocked out. Hopefully, I'm not left to die.
Two of them, they're
Stick
gonna
dynamite in your mouth.
they're gonna try and they're gonna try and claw you. Guess what it is?
20.
I fall unconscious.
Ones.
Both.
Wow.
Nat 1. So as they go to claw for you, it just scrapes your armor. I mean, they're not exactly super threatening.
No skin rips off their hands.
That we're not getting eaten alive.
Your
Yeah.
turn.
And as they're clawing at me,
Basically, you're like praying to the gods. Just, no, please, no, king, king.
Still screaming.
yeah.
21.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna use a fucking guiding bolt on the one that's like right behind him so he doesn't die.
Okay.
Probably.
You are behind him.
Well, that one.
Keep track of your level and
So
spells.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22.
As your radiant or guiding bolt hits it full of radiant energy, you send this one flying into the raised platform over here, and it crumples to the ground. It is gone.
Humiliation.
There we go.
That brings us to Tober's turn. Your mic is still covered. I can't hear you.
Uncover your damn mic!
Dude, I really don't care if I hear the reverb here.
Anyways, what are you doing?
I'll go for the next closest one.
That would be if you move forward 15 feet and turn there, and you're right there. Some ugly dead lady is trying to eat his flesh.
I'll do that.
I'm sorry you guys pulled out all those characters.
Oh, I did, because I was looking for stuff, and I found a lot of really good shit. Well,
What?
I've got like 10 guards, I've got orcs, I've got all descended shit. And...
Told you there was like,
20
there's
plus 4.
like 400 characters in that box.
Yes,
Oh,
for
okay.
attacking, yes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I went through the whole box down there. Some of them are like not really fit for this. Like they have guns and they're soldiers and shit. God, there are bugs everywhere.
There are. Summertime.
Yeah, I know.
Summertime.
So I don't know what he rolled.
Yeah, I got 7.
Plus your
There you go.
D4.
He's going up right now.
That's plus the D4.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
There.
12.
Move, DM.
Oh, wait.
Move.
14.
With 14, you hit. So roll your 1 damage dice plus 4. D8 plus 4.
Roll the what? Plus 4 is
8 total. Okay, you hit it, and it's still standing. This thing's hungry, and you don't know how long it's been down here. That brings us to the Rouge. Yeah, you hit. What are you doing?
Throwing him again.
He'd have to. He's
13 to that one.
total with both?
Yes.
Sneak attack?
Do I get sneak attack?
I mean, for that one, they're still hungrily trying to eat his
I
ass.
love the fact that the rogue looks like a barbarian.
17.
Okay.
How much is total?
17?
17. Okay,
I do have mosquito spray in the house.
you fucked that thing up, but it's still standing,
Trying to keep all the rest of the gnats and moths out.
bringing us to
Good luck with that door open.
this one's turn. It is going to attempt to make a bite attack on you. It misses.
I got more. I got more sliced cheese. Just in
You now
case.
get to make another saving throw. Con.
10.
Whose
As you're
numbers are those?
struggling with this, you unfreeze.
Oh, thank God. And that's at the end of my turn that happens, right?
Sure.
I don't remember.
I'll say the beginning of your attack, because you've already lost like 3 fucking rounds. So.
Alright.
The beginning seems like that would be something you'd actively be trying to do the entire time, so I'll say the beginning. Although, I'll say you don't get a bonus action for breaking out of something.
Okay. How hurt do they look? I want to go for the most hurt one. To get one with me.
This one is pretty hurt. This one's almost fucking dead. And this one's still pretty healthy and standing.
Okay.
So basically the 2 to your left are they're looking a little rough.
I'm gonna go for the back chica.
One that just tried to take a bite out of you and missed.
Yep. 10, 11, 13. Oh, 16 actually. Okay.
You hit.
Thank goodness for bless. So that's 8 damage.
You just cut her down as she is snarling at you, attempting to try and get as much flesh as she can.
And I'm going to continue praying in my head.
That brings us to the other 2 ghouls.
Help.
They're both going to attempt to make bite attacks on you.
I forgot what I rolled for my staff.
I'm not as tasty as you think.
The ornate staff, the one that does the whole fire damage.
What do you mean?
I forgot what I rolled for that.
It's a standard fireball spell.
Oh, okay.
So if you have your player handbook, just look at fireball. I believe it's a 3rd level spell. You can just flip to the back of the book and look at it. One misses. One definitely hits. for 12 damage.
And I'm out.
On that, this thing just bites into you and you go down.
Oh, it's a D6.
But that ends our turn, bringing us to your wife.
I can't use that in here.
No, you would kill your husband.
Oh, cool.
So
Less
I mean, literally, you'd kill him.
You literally demolish his character. And make him
By the way, intelligent creatures will usually, if you're down, move on to the next threat. These are ravenous, hungry ghouls.
they're gonna try and eat him.
They're going to try and continue to eat him. And an attack on a unconscious person is a guaranteed crit, and you lose 2 death saving throws. So he could very legitimately die here.
Okay.
I've been hurting one twice.
You've been working on it.
Hey,
It's not his turn.
Hey. Oh. Let's go. Oh, God, my ass.
Just get back from camp. Yeah, those Catholic priests, man. They'll get you.
Oh, nice one. I'll use Sacred Flame on the one that's like right. Well, he's down.
He is down. This one's looking real rough. That one could still do some shit.
I'll use Sacred Flame on the one like still do some shit since he's down.
All right. Well, you hit with that.
Obviously. And that's my 1d8. $12.
12 damage.
Not that it matters after this.
As you hit it full of radiant energy, it's now looking pretty rough, but it's still standing.
So crazy.
Bringing us.
Your staff is 8d6.
Well, I can't use my staff.
Yeah, she'd kill you.
I'm not saying here. Like I said,
It's
you
8d6.
might just... Yes.
Why are you sending memes? He's sending a
Because you
Catholic.
made a Catholic priest joke.
We're allowed to do that. It's your turn, by the way.
Help me!
Your
Save
friend,
him.
your friend is down.
save him.
Oh.
Because if they both attack him and they both hit, he is dead.
I'll think about that. Shall I use
What
healing?
level's that? Ooh, I can do that.
Although I
next
think
one.
one of you is carrying a revivify scroll, so that's a thing. But
I have Spare the Dying.
what's that be?
Fuck, I have the scroll.
You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead or comes.
The thing is, just because you have the scroll, they could always try and take an
Instruction.
action to get it from you, or just try and finish off combat. And if you're dead, they can always loot it from your dead corpse and use it.
Yeah.
So, Tober, what are you doing?
So, that's Spare the Dying.
I'm going to say 3 times. I'm going to heal him.
So lay on hands.
Yes.
Right now, you have
How
0
much?
hit points.
How much health are you giving him? Because you have 20 hit points, and you can give any amount to him.
I'll give him 15.
All right. So you reaching over, you touch him and give him 15 hit points, bringing him back to his feet.
Woo! Not there. Don't touch me.
We're paladins. We always touch there.
Come on, dude! You got to stroke the shaft. No.
You touching each other these days?
Play with the tip.
To be honest, now he's wielding 2 swords.
You mean Tober's wielding 2 weapons?
Tober, that's mine.
Anyways.
Anyways, so that was your turn. Well, that was your bonus action. You still have an action.
I'm closer to the height.
What the fuck?
Oh,
is-
shut up.
You're still in the fight.
Yeah, so you used your bonus action to heal him. You can still make an action.
Oh, I want to attack the living shit out of the other ghoul then.
Okay, so roll your attack.
This fucking thing keeps dropping small bugs.
Dude, that's a huge ass bug.
I know. It's dropping little ones.
That's
too.
a fucking beetle.
I ate a bug.
Rolled the 2 dice and I only got an 11.
So 11 plus.
That's a
It'd be
fucking
plus
giant
10,
beetle.
wouldn't it? Because
His
if he rolled 11 on the dice, plus 4, plus 2, plus 1.
I mean,
I was gonna say, it keeps
It's
dropping these
definitely
little ones.
If you rolled an 11 on the dice, he hit with
Yeah.
whatever his bonuses are. So roll damage.
Yep. Oh. Jesus Christ, it just dropped more.
I rolled a 7.
So
oh, it's
7.
having babies?
Yes.
What is that?
I don't know.
A beetle of some form.
Okay,
Let's all stop so we can watch the birth of insects.
No. So you rolled 7.
I was gonna say whatever.
Yes.
What is it? 7 plus 5?
Yeah.
So.
Get off my pepper.
Alright, so as you bring your axe down on this ghoul, you just crush its skull and it is dead. Bringing us to the rogue's turn, and the one still ravenous ghoul.
Jesus.
You hit with 1.
Yep. Eight.
So as you throw both your daggers, one just whisks away and poofs out of existence. The other one hits it right in the chest, and it goes down. The ghouls are dead.
Woo! Finally.
Yeah, mein Kerl.
Okay, seriously, you shit's not coming this way. That way. That way. That way.
Alright.
Is Choco's being attacked by mozzies?
That's whatever that scarab thing was.
Alright, so it appears there's not much
This
else
is not wolf spider
happening. The
anymore.
ghouls are dead. You're a little worse for wear.
Investigation.
Search the room!
Nothing
Search
new.
the room!
Check the bodies.
They're long dead, undead, rotting flesh.
Nothing important
you,
on them.
you find nothing.
Okay.
Ragged pieces of cloth.
Back to stealth. 17. 19.
Okay.
Stealthing? I'm just gonna stay in the back. I'm not even gonna try and stealth. I'm just gonna stay away.
Okay.
I wish to investigate.
About 20 feet.
12.
12. So
Search the
as
wall
you... Which way are you going into 12? From the
Mm,
south or going from the west side? Like, are you going straight and up those stairs and to the right, or are you going up the stairs and into 12? That way. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So as you are skulkily going towards that area there... when you peek into the room, there's a blast furnace and a mechanical bellows powered by a water wheel that dominate this large chamber. The furnace is cold and dark, but heaps of coal are piled nearby, along with carts full of unrefined ore. The water wheel sits in a 10-foot wide channel cut into the floor of the room, but the channel is dry. Passages exit to the west and to the east, and the empty channel exits north and east. More than a dozen withered corpses are scattered around the room. These slain dwarves and orcs are still wearing the remnants of their armor. Floating above them is a skull engulfed in green flame.
Oh yeah.
Go towards 15. Walk away.
Are you going through the room to go towards 15, or are you trying to backtrack?
No, I can't backtrack. That room's full of fungus.
I mean, you could fucking try, but...
I'm gonna attempt that shit.
Well,
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna hug the wall.
Or you can always burn the fungus.
We don't know if it'll explode.
I want to check that room for the dead dwarves and stuff. They're gonna have something decent on them.
There's an enemy in there with a green skull.
what was your stealth roll?
19.
Oh, I thought it was just a floating skull in midair.
That would be even worse.
Upon you trying to sneak around that corner there, the bones start to get up.
You idiot.
As you're just trying to get into that hallway, 8 fallen dwarf zombies stand up and begin to walk towards you. Some of them hearing you were there. Some just following. And I have to change the map because dumb shit.
Goddamn necromancers.
I'm going to go ahead and say that your bless is now gone.
Yeah. It's only 1 minute. Over there.
Oh, look, the passage disappears.
Yes.
Oh, there's a quick death.
If you don't want it, don't listen.
Scribbles. I don't care.
So you don't want one?
Alright. This is a sunken in part of the floor. What?
Looks like a bathtub.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
There's a water wheel thingy here with a forge. And
And the dwarves' hammer.
you were right about here when you got noticed. Everyone else was like back in this hallway.
Throw axes. Apparently, throw dice.
Yep. Run away. Roll a 15.
Jesus.
And for lack of a model, armored green guy is floating fire skull.
Didn't want to go for the lycanthrope.
I mean, it's a floating green skull. We don't really have the models.
They don't have models for a floating green skull.
If only I had my towel model to
Roll your initiative.
Even them there initiatives.
I got a 14.
Give me 1 second.
Nat 20.
Damn.
Nat 20 doesn't affect initiative plus dex.
Which is 0, so it's nat 20.
That's -2, so that's 14.
Niggas, yeah, I got 20. I'm happy with that.
I got 20.
Skeletons.
With my feet.
What was yours?
10.
Also 10.
Why is 14 his 10?
Yeah, I need to know that.
Oh.
And then we get...
So I've got to rate out low power grip master. I just saw
Oh,
it
wow.
on the screen.
Where is it?
How low am I in the initiative rung? Do I have time for water?
You are on the fucking bottom.
Cool.
And if you're gonna get some water,
Would you like some?
I would appreciate it.
Oh, bucket.
Yeah.
Thank you. Never mind.
How many bugs are flying around your garage? It must suck if you were getting attacked by them lot.
We are.
Well, they're behind your head at the moment.
Okay, first up, we have the Flame Skull, who is just cackling at you guys as soon as it sees you.
Kill him first.
The Flame Skull is going to come forward. This is so mean.
Don't be mean.
Nothing for you.
I'm sorry, I'm about to be very mean to you.
Me?
All of you.
Oh.
The Flame Skull goes first. It's going to cackle
Don't be
forward
anymore.
and cast a level 3 fireball at all three of you.
I'm down.
Um,
Again.
Uses int as its.
Is there like a dex save on Fireball?
I don't know. I guess there is a player handbook nearby. You can check.
Right?
Third level spell.
Stay.
How painful is this? Let's find out.
Pretty much. Rooch.
Actually, I need to. Is Fireball a roll to hit, or is it a? Is it just auto hit, and then I think you might.
One
get
action,
saved?
150 feet at any wall of that surface, instantaneous. A right streak
You're not even
flashing
near it.
from your pointing finger.
What?
You're not near where it's hitting.
Here.
What? No, I know.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
looking
Half
at it right
damage on save.
I think
So
it's funny though. I rolled 2
yeah,
twice.
dexterity saving throw, and we take half damage on that.
So it auto hits, but you get a dex to take half damage.
Yeah.
So this thing from its mouth launches, it cackles something and launches a fireball right into you guys. I need everyone to make a dex, not you, everyone to make a dex save.
Everyone else. Hey.
By the way, yeah.
Oh, not 20.
I got 18.
You jump out of the fucking way, and you just dive forward. Ah! And you take half damage. What was yours?
18.
Apparently take the dwarf with it.
Okay. What's Tober's?
What did Tober get?
I got 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how many d6s for level 3? Because 8d6 for 1.
Hang on, I need to remember. Yeah, I know, it's 8d6. I need to check something.
1d6 for each.
It's automatically a level 3 spell. It's not a level 1. It's only it is a level 3 spell.
Yeah. So you
So
get
I get 8d6.
oh wait a minute.
It says 8d6 on
Above
the
third.
spell.
Above 30.
Yeah, so if it was 4th, I
Yeah.
would get
Another
9d6. And, I just need to check
Look at this. Thanks.
spell casting. Okay, so it's. Yeah, you all fucking make it because this thing's stats suck ass.
How much damage do we take?
You all take half damage, and I only have 2 fucking d6s out, so let's do this real quick.
A few more d6s here.
I have a huge fucking bag, but I never use it. Hang on. So, we...
I even got like a bunch of wolf dice laying around. Somewhere. Oh.
You take 10 damage.
Each of us?
All 3 of you take 10 damage.
After the half?
It would have been 20.
Okay.
So you all take 10 damage for that. And I
I didn't fucking do anything!
and that thing loses its 1/3 level
15.
spell.
You need to go fucking Ultramar on his ass.
Bringing us to the Rouge.
I'd like to throw 2 pieces of dynamite into the center of all of them.
I would say you can make one because that's not a weapon you're used to. And
Fine.
How are we lighting this?
Off this fireball that just went by.
Nope.
Fine.
Characters
We'll light one.
If you had like a reaction, I would say you might be able to pull that off if you were just a god on the initiative order, but I'd say you could throw one, and I'd say
Fine.
if you can tell me how you're going to light it.
It's a tool that everybody starts with.
Matches or whatever.
Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's half of in my bag half the time.
You still have that folder with like 50 character sheets that I gave you? I just need a blank
I've
one.
got the excuse you do not. You
Because
have
this
the
DM
excuse.
screen doesn't have those skills.
I don't think I have a blink one.
Fuck. Never mind.
I think the blink ones are inside.
The blank one you gave me that's spare is at home.
Hold on. Oh.
Even if it's like, fuck it. I have my own characters somewhere. Just look at them. Sure. I don't need your blank paladin sheet. Thanks.
Oh yeah, that's when the printer was like, nope,
So,
not having you.
for that, you know what? Give me. You don't even fucking know. Just roll a standard attack. You do not get proficiency because this is fucking dynamite.
11.
Okay, I'll say with an 11 you are able to light it and throw it right about there. Do we know what dynamite does?
Boom.
I know it explodes.
Yes, but I need a damage value that's not like, oh, it's 20d20.
I don't know what it does. I figured it'd become handy for a large cluster. This became a large cluster.
Gotta remember where it was. Workshop?
I mean, you could just tell me.
If only.
It just gives a cost and a weight.
That's entirely up to you as to what the dynamite does.
You know what?
A level 1 fireball.
It's a stick of dynamite. Roll 2d6. And I'll say 10-foot range.
5.
5.
So I will say these 5 took 5 damage.
Bonus action. Throw my other dagger. What?
I'm going to say you used a bonus action to
Okay.
light that.
Can't I? Okay, then I'll move
Alright, move.
down this corridor.
Oh, wait.
Stop.
I'm looking at the wrong fucking
You're
thing.
running away.
It was 5, right? Yeah, 5 each for all 5 of those. So
Yeah.
they...
That was a pathetic piece of dynamite, just so you know.
It was. Which is probably a good thing because I don't want to get enclosed in this cavern.
Okay, so
To me, that acted like a
brings us to
firecracker.
Tober's turn.
I'm not in range to attack the.
You're not in range to attack anything.
Don't go into range.
You could just get close enough to attack the floating flaming skull represented by the giant green armor.
Fireball, like back here, it won't hit any of us, even if he goes into range.
Just fucking go ham.
I'm going to confer to the other paladin. Is that me?
You're going to do what?
Turning to you.
Right, do you want me to throw right, is it worth fighting this thing or are we running away?
Nobody's running away.
Well, we're gonna fight it.
Okay, then I'm going to throw my axe at it.
You could make it up to the floating skull and still attack, but yeah, you can throw your axe.
do that then.
Okay.
Yep, that's
Just
your
make it.
25-foot movement speed as a dwarf. Go ahead and make your attack.
Where's my roll?
If you're using the staff, you don't need that.
The fireball just hits.
They all have to make dex throws.
Okay.
We
Which
just
I'm
learned
making
that.
2, because again, I'm not rolling initiatives and stats for everyone. I'm just putting them in groups. Waiting on that Tober attack.
13.
Is that 13 plus things? Because I wrote all of your information right here.
Whatever he hits.
It's 1d20 plus a 1d4 plus 4 plus 3 plus a 1d8.
Hold on. Whoa.
Just
That's for damage. That's attack.
if you roll 13, you hit. Roll your D8 plus
Okay,
4.
well, I was just on the nat 20, so I'll deal that. And then obviously I'll roll a d8.
Wait, you got a nat 20? I thought you rolled 13.
No, I got a 13 on the 20 dice.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you hit, and now you roll your D8 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5. D8 plus 5.
No, that's the wrong dice. What is it?
Diamond.
No, wait.
Oh, it is kind of hard to see, I guess.
D8.
Alright. 7.
7 on the dice or 7 total?
Plus whatever. 7 plus 5, so 12.
Cool.
Okay, so you cleave into this floating green fiery skull, and it just keeps on cackling, bringing us to some skeletons' turn. So these 4 are going to go, and I am going to go ahead and just say, get the fuck off my book.
Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say the stream camera was out of focus.
I have focus.
No, there's a bug on it.
So I'm going to go ahead and say that these 4 all make bow attacks against Tober.
Poor little dwarf. But he does have the best armor. Yeah.
What's your AC?
19.
Okay, 1 of those 4 arrows hits you.
Hooray!
You take 5 damage from the 1 arrow, bringing us to
Hooray!
the second set, which are also going to shoot 4 arrows at Tobert.
No!
Said he has 19 for his AC.
Mm-hmm.
They all fucking sail by you and miss. God damn it. Now it is Mars' turn.
Hooray!
Well, what are we doing?
Ornate staff. Giant one that just says, fuck you all.
At what level?
Fireball stuff?
It's a 1d, that's 8d6.
So,
You're just using one charge.
Mm-hmm.
so 1 charge is just the base, and that's all you're using. So 8.
That's
Where are you aiming? Where?
Like,
You
in this
can't
general,
wanna do
in the middle
a
of all of
big
them.
So you're gonna hit
spell, really.
these. Actually, this guy was actually over here. So you're gonna hit those 5.
Yes.
The same that
Impacted.
6,
dynamite.
10, that's 16,
Dynamite actually did a good amount of damage.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 32.
Everyone use their area attack spells.
I have none. I'm useless.
No, see, if this was,
Technically, yes, you do. If you stood in the middle of them and like unleash godly powers, you'll be fine.
if this was just, a skull, it'd be fun.
What's the What's the save?
Stop.
On
No, it's
your
a very
your
large
spell save.
skull. It is
You-
just a skull.
Okay, so you're
my saving throws?
a cleric right
You
now.
have to use like both hands, stick them in their eye sockets. Stop.
And spell save DC is 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom. So your proficiency is 2, so it's 10. So 14. It's plus 4 for wisdom. Right? 14.
No, plus 5 for wisdom.
It's 20?
Mhm.
God damn. Oh well.
She also took a stat increase instead of a feat. I feel like the only weirdo. No, you took a feat too. Okay.
Well, they rolled. It was 15, right? Yeah, plus 5, so 15. They rolled 16 minus 2, so they take full damage. So what was the damage?
34.
Yeah. They're dead. They're fucking gone. They only had 8 hit points left from the fucking dynamite. They're gone. Moving us to your turn.
Yay! Bonus action! Armor thing. And that's my last spell.
I'm sorry, I don't know what.
Mm-hmm. That. Shield of Fate. There we go.
What does that do?
Gives me +2 to my AC.
There. I got rid of 5.
I mean, she literally just took out like half the fight, but okay.
Yeah, well, I'm at 5 HP. And I don't have any cures other
Alright,
than my
so
touch
that
of
is
healies.
your last spell. It's a bold choice.
Which one is she in?
I'm like,
Because she had to actually aim her thing, I'll say she's right there.
Don't think I can get in melee range.
How much do you have?
30.
you go right in front of
I'd
me.
say you could diagonal that and you'd be in here with this one, but you cannot get to these ones.
Okay. Yeah, I want to hit the skull
So
anyways.
you can just get up to him, or if you're trying to pole arm that shit, but you just used a bonus action, so no.
And we do not have bless. Okay.
You're shoving your short dick on this one.
Yeah, that would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14.
How do you have like a plus 10?
What?
Right?
He got +2 from his little
Proficiency
Nine,
plus
10.
strength plus
No, 11.
1.
It's 11 to hit.
It's 11.
To hit, yeah. Because it's 4, 4, and then the +1 and my proficiency.
You miss.
He's actually got a +2 from that.
No, he only gets plus 1. I'm not giving you plus 2 yet. That shit's like ultra rare. Plus 3s are considered legendary. So you miss, bringing us back to the Flaming Skull.
Yay!
That's all I want to find in this cabin, a legendary battle axe.
You won't be finding it in this cavern.
Why would you want to find anything if Tober is running off into the wilderness? Not that anybody knows that.
Stop metagaming.
Because then when he comes back, I get a +3 weapon. Why not?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's your fault?
God damn it. It is going to cast magic missiles at you at first level. Which I'm fairly certain. Too many goddamn spells I have to fucking remember for this bitch.
Missile.
I know it's 3, I just need to fucking.
She's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. Get it, Chloe. Get it. Get that rabbit. Get that rabbit.
Okay, so.
Did you get it?
The fuck was that?
Alright.
Instagram was on loud, but I didn't realise.
It was him.
17 on you.
Damage?
No, AC.
Yes. No, it didn't hit.
It you're. Oh yeah, you have shield of bullshit.
19!
So expending one of its level 1 spell slots. You see 3 magical bolts just fucking miss.
I peed myself a little.
Probably bringing us to the rogue's turn.
So throw both my daggers at him.
Everyone fucked the skull.
That's the dangerous thing here.
Mm-hmm.
15 both.
They both hit.
Go ahead, sneak or not?
Yes. Because currently it's got 2 people up in its fucking face.
8.
8 total?
No, sorry. 14.
14. Because I don't want to do fucking math.
Are you adding +1 on each dagger?
Oh,
They're both
What'd I
plus
say?
ones.
Okay, so minus 1.
Sorry.
how much damage did I say?
I don't know, I just put it in and I forgot already. Are you okay?
Ow! I just dropped the VCR on his foot.
Whatever.
16.
I know what you told me, and then I just minused another 1 because you forgot the plus 1.
Howie.
It'd be 16.
Oh, whatever. If you told me 15, that's what I took away, and then it was plus 1 for your second dagger.
That big toe.
Either way, so you threw
Sorry.
your daggers at that thing, bringing us to Tober's turn.
We're gonna do a swing and a hit. Or swing and a miss, we'll find out in a second. More than 9.
Close.
Yeah, you hit. D8 plus 5.
Got it. 6 plus 5, so 11.
Alright, as you bring your axe down on this flaming skull, it's looking a little rough. You see the fire is starting to like sputter out a little bit. Bringing us to the only remaining skeletons who are going to move in and try and attack you. They're going to move against you, and they're going to move
Thank you.
into here. 2 of them are going to make... Where's my skeletons at? Skeleton. They're going to make short sword. 2 of them are going to make short sword attacks against you, and 1 is going to make a short sword attack against you.
Okay.
Okay, those fucking miss you.
Yes.
One of them rolled a 3. 22. So 7 damage to you. Ending their turn, bringing us to Mara's turn.
See? Told you that shield would come in handy.
I don't want to fuck her
I'm
over.
at 5 HP. It's saving my ass.
What are you doing?
I said I don't want to fuck her once I'm not going to use my staff again.
Well, the thing is, you aim where it goes, and it's only a 10-foot thing, so you could, like, hit here, and it would hit all 3 of them, but none of you.
Okay, that works.
But you need to just be sure when you're using it to tell me where it's going, otherwise I'm going to be like, oh, okay, it hits all you.
Right. Right in the middle of the entire party. Hooray!
I'll aim right behind the 3 so that it hits just the 3.
Okay.
If we're ever in a wooded area, it's gonna do that.
So 6, 12, 18, 24, 25, 28. And no, I don't use my spell ability, do I?
No, because it's just a staff.
So it's 28.
Yeah, they're dead. They have 13 hit points. Bringing us to your turn.
You're welcome.
How long does that shield last?
An hour?
An hour?
No, 10 minutes.
Okay, I was going to say, God fucking damn it.
We only
Well,
have
the other
this
thing-
giant screen skull to deal with.
The other thing I was going to use lasts 8 hours, but then I decided, you know what? I need armor. And clearly I did. Well, that ran away.
If it is cocked in any way, reroll.
Yeah. Just barely. 15 plus things.
On the skull?
Yeah.
The only thing left? Yeah, you hit.
Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 13.
Okay, as you you bring your sword down upon this thing, the flame completely goes out, the skull is cleaved, and it just falls to the ground. The magic clearly gone.
Awesome.
Although you still hear kind of as it's falling a cackling. But it seems dead.
Extinguish it!
Let's move.
There's a kid awaking out of bed.
Go whoop someone's ass.
We're just adventuring right now, anyways. There's it. Going towards 15. I am. Apparently, having problems trying to roll.
Is that your stealth?
Yes.
Alright, as you're sneaking...
20
Yeah, you're fine.
something.
As you are sneaking towards that area and you look in, you see this large workshop was badly damaged by the ancient spell battle that laid waste to this mine. Work tables taking up 2 corners of the room are scorched, and the plaster has been burned off the masonry wall.
Monkey.
In the middle of the room, a stone pedestal holds a small brazier in which an eerie green dancing flame crackles. The brazier and its pedestal appear to have been untouched by the forces that destroyed this area hundreds of years ago. Behind that brazier of green flame floats a spherical creature measuring roughly about 4 feet wide. It's got several eye stalks.
Well, that's in that direction.
Oh yeah.
Back the opposite direction.
You know exactly what that is.
Wait, where was that? Inside that room?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm just going to wreck on that and say you peeked in the door. Because you said 15, but that would actually be like 13, that open area. So yeah, in 15.
It's in 15?
Yeah.
Walk away. What about that tiny room? Can I check that?
Which tiny room?
The one that's connected to 15. The one that seems like it has 2 doors. One going into that room, one on this that goes to where I'm at.
As you peek in the door, it just seems to be a room for like polishing stuff in this forge. It's mostly been destroyed.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk away and go back where we were. Should we head to 11? Should I check that area?
Got on.
You get the feeling there's a strong magical something coming from that room, though.
I'd like to check. Peek.
The room with the floating thingy with eyes.
No, 11.
Oh, 11. Well, if you get all the way back to 11... Did you tell them what you found, or are you just like, nope, we're not going that way?
I'll tell him what I found.
What are you doing? So far, he's been making all the choices because he's stealthing ahead.
Yeah, well,
I'm scouting.
exactly. We're using him as a scout.
You don't want to poke in there and see it? No. Are you sure? It'll be fun.
I'm afraid to know what's in there.
I go click, click, click. I'm good. I'm staying back.
Okay.
Peeking into 11.
You do that. When we get over this, if you still don't go in there, I'll just tell you what it was. As you peek in, let's see. So you are entering this from the east side, correct? From 12?
Yes.
Okay.
Not entering it, peeking inside of
Well,
it.
whatever, peeking. Old stone bunks line the walls of this what would appear to be barracks room, which is lit and heated by a glowing iron brazier in the middle of the room.
Sounds promising. Do I see anything inside?
Investigate.
That sucks. It was about to land on 17.
There are several figures in there. They're kind of hairy. I mean, you kind of see them, but let's just say it's hard to peek through this door. It is occupied currently.
But I don't see anything worth value inside the room.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna lock the door and walk away.
As you're locking the door, you just hear a very gruff voice say, "It's time for your shift. Get out there." And then the other door opens and closes.
You guys want to check that room?
No.
I don't have great investigation.
What, the one you just locked?
The one he just locked that there's shit inside.
I mean, I can unlock it. If somebody wants to peek inside.
I mean, large hairy things, and there are a number of them. That is what you saw.
Well, my investigation is only a +2.
Large hairy things and they talk.
So let's see. You know there's something probably a little angry to your right and something probably a little angry to your left. Now what do we do?
I mean, it would take some time, but backtrack all the way back
To
through 2.
I mean, that's one route. There's other routes.
There's the other route, but I'm afraid someone will flood it.
There's still other routes. In room 12, that sunken in man-made river is a way through.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I'm
You just
afraid
can't get to
someone's
16 from there, but you can get
flooding
to,
it.
You can get to area 18. It's raised, so I don't know. It's kind of hard for that to flood. The water is at a lower level.
I could get to 16.
Not through there. That's a wall.
No, if I backtracked through 12 and go up
I
those
mean,
stairs.
You could get 16. Yeah, if you go back through area 13. I'm just saying, you can using 12, you can go to area 18. Using 13, you can go to 16, or you can backtrack to 2 and work your way up that side.
I'd like to go investigate 16.
So backtracking your way towards near the room where you saw a floating thing with eye stalks.
Can I quickly lock that door? Just in case his clangy ass gets hurt.
What was your stealth roll again?
25? It was an 18 plus 7.
We're at level 4. Things get high.
The two biggest things, sleight of hand and stealth.
You successfully locked the door.
Okay, now I'm going to go into 16.
I was going to see if something heard you. You know what's funny? It's not exactly... It's not what you think it is, but it's similar. Alright, so you're heading up to 16 down that flight of stairs?
It's one of the lesser ones.
Maybe. You have no idea. He's just like, nope.
Locking all the doors.
I don't want to go in!
Give me another stealth check since you took an action.
$15.
Alright, so going into 16, you see that there's a narrow ledge that overlooks a large cavern that houses a surging, seething body of water. The rhythmic booming heard throughout the mines is louder here. At regular intervals, a freshwater surge funnels into this chamber and slams against the wall just below the edge. The echoes suggest that this cave might be one arm of a much, much larger cavern to the northeast.
Do I notice anything in this area?
Nope.
That, okay.
Water.
Start going towards 17, see how that looks.
Sure. Are you guys following him?
I'm far behind, but yes.
Alright, I'll say you're what, like 20, 30 feet?
Yeah.
So, this appears to be
This passageway is barely 4 feet high and is obstructed by rounded boulders and pebbles all throughout it. You are having to crouch down to try and get through it. It might have been a steam bed at some point. There are no water flows here now.
How big is that gap?
What, to get into 18?
Yeah.
It's about 20 feet across, and then I would say it's probably a, like 10 feet down.
We have rope, right?
Yes.
I would hope that everybody has rope. It's one of those. It's another one of those things.
Upon you looking down into that area, you clearly see, and yet they have not seen you yet. You see 3 what appear to be bugbears here. 2 of them are clearing rock down in the rift. 1 stands guard up on the western side of the cliff. And there appears to be a male drow elf on the other end of the cavern supervising.
Well, that's probably who the fuck was talking earlier. And barrel bears is probably what the hell was in that room.
Well, you only see 4 creatures here, and there were more than that in that room.
That's what I'm saying. So we got.
Gotta fight something. Apparently.
The 2 bugbears who are in the cavern are digging through crumbled rock. Looks like they're looking for something.
Any ideas? I'm gonna apparently tell you what's going on, but any ideas?
Correction, it's 20 feet deep. I'm sorry. Not 10.
Fireball?
She better take out the guard. Otherwise, he might alert more people.
I mean, just the fireball alone is gonna alert.
Yeah, that's not a quiet spell.
So am I taking out the guard, or am I taking out the 2 bugbears?
Who all has a good enough reach?
Well, first of all, if you guys are coming up behind him, you're not stealthing. So, are you coming up to the edge to see what's going on?
I walked back and told him what I saw, so.
Okay.
Well, am I taking out the guard or the 2 bugbears?
Well, I think he's going to show you how it's positioned.
Yes. So, the way this is set up, and I'm actually going to go back to the map because fuck this. It is a large cavern. Again, it's not going to be to perfect scale because I just don't care. This is the lower.
Storms King Thunder.
This is the lower portion. You can't see over here, but where you guys are at is this cave area, and it's raised up about 20 feet. There is a very shallow little river that falls from here. And then it is raised up right here. And there is just shit down here, so I will go ahead and just say that we have... Sure, I'll use you. And a couple of you. I'll say that there are 2 bugbears down here digging in shit. I'll say the green guy is Mr. Supervisory Bugbear on guard. And then, you know what? The succubus gets to be the drow elf who is supervising.
Yeah, if you could fireball between those 2, I could throw 2 daggers at the third one to the right.
You're crouched in that tunnel over here.
But you have to stealth roll so that we can get this perfectly timed.
I'll try doing a stealth roll, but I do have disadvantage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Which is okay. So far. Okay.
So we'll
Draw again.
another roll.
And then take the lowest one.
So 11 plus stealth.
12. So they roll 12.
Okay.
So, do you think you can firebolt?
Am I stealthy?
Yes.
Well, as far as you know.
You're trying.
Quick question. Where can she hit that at least gets the most effective?
It's got a 20.
The guard is 2. I thought it was 10.
20. I just hit. I mean, he's still.
20 is really big. I mean, I'm not questioning you. Just fuck it.
I don't think I would be able to do that.
You could hit all 3 of them if you hit like right here, because that's 10 feet this way and 10 feet that way. So I'll say you could hit all 3 of the bugbears. The drow, you're not hitting.
I got that.
What if I throw my daggers at him?
What's the range of your daggers?
I don't remember.
Standard dagger range, I would imagine, what is it, 60 feet?
Probably.
I'd say on the very edge, you could probably do it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
I know
try
it's a sphere.
going after the 3 bugbears and nailing my crits
So,
and overblocking all 3.
Alright, so
She's causing her shit.
while you're walking up to the edge to do that, they don't make sense. You're walking up.
Jesus
20.
fucking Christ.
1,
That
3,
drow better have some shatacular armor.
31.
31. What's your spell DC or the save for that? It should be 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom. So I think, what was it, like 15?
I have this
Dagger 20 feet. Thrunk.
for
So
me.
it should be 8 plus your proficiency plus your
20
spell
feet.
casting.
I can only throw it 20 feet.
So 8.
Unless you do it
9,
at
10.
disadvantage.
And then, wait, you said
Well, then
my
I wouldn't be
wisdom?
able to throw
Whatever
it.
your spell casting ability is, yeah.
So I guess
So what is it, 15?
5,
You have to move up.
8,
I have to wait until
Oh,
I
wait.
figure out how
So
much.
10 plus
yeah,
wisdom.
15.
So with 15, 2 of them succeed, 1 does not. So what's the total damage? 30 something?
Yes.
21.
It's only 20 feet, by the way. So I
Put
can
on.
throw it at the drow.
Okay.
10, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21.
21. So 11 for half. So 2 of them save. I'll say these 2 make their save and take half damage. This one takes the full at 21.
Nice. Maybe I can throw my daggers at him.
You are not. If you were on the edge, you would maybe be able to hit 1 closest.
That's probably the only one.
Because you're
I can probably
20 feet up.
Yeah. I got a perfect arc.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Do Assassin's Creed move.
Run and jump at him.
So you have your Misty Step.
Exactly.
So they are now very aware
Also
you are
teleport.
here.
Obviously.
I would say probably
That
roll
was Misty
initiative.
Step.
That was your open.
No, I actually have teleport.
Wow.
So the rogue needs to use his hidden blade.
Crit 1.
Great initiative. But you already went, so it's okay.
Oh, Jesus. What about me?
Wait, we're rolling initiative?
Yes, we're rolling initiative because a fireball just went off. So think of it this way. You're 20 feet up, and they are at least
11.
25 feet, or, yeah, 25 feet away from the ledge at the bottom of it.
What if I use teleport straight up behind him?
Don't you have to have a target? It's behind a target, right? What's the range of your teleport?
30 feet.
I'd say you're still out of range at a diagonal. So no, you'd have to find a way to get down that cave. Because 20 and 20 still more than 30.
What if I use my teleport to go straight down and then throw?
I think you need a target. So you can't just be like, I'm gonna blink here. I think you have to be behind a target.
What?
I have no idea. You brought some
Teleport?
wiki shit.
No,
But
No, teleport's an actual thing.
teleport is a spell.
gets it.
As your racial, I thought it was some kind of had to be behind the target.
Mm-mm.
No, that's just all.
I mean, you can do what you want.
He's using sorcery powers.
I can only use it once a day. That's why.
If you want, you could teleport down, but
Oh, I get rid of this one.
is it a bonus action or is that your action? Bonus action. You get 1 attack off, and you'd have to throw it.
Sounds like a waste of it. I know. I'll save it.
Okay.
Well, alright, initiative.
$22.
Really? 22.
Thank God for my 3.
Thank God for
Cobra,
alert.
roll initiative.
Hang on, rolling. 12.
I mean, I'd have to use teleport just to get down there safely anyways.
I mean, you're a fucking ninja. Dex.
You have the best chance of just fucking ninja guiding that shit anyway.
I can do that!
Oh yeah, she got a nat 1. Does she have any dex?
Parkour!
One.
Parkour!
She gets 2.
Yeah, right behind you after you do this weird,
Uh,
crazy ninja shit. Crash is me.
Rogue is first
Hi.
because they rolled like shit.
Hmm?
Rogue is first, but they know you're here.
Oh, he is.
The fuck was that?
Whenever he turns on his camera, that goes off.
Oh. Okay.
So it's not me.
Go. I will just... No, I can't even
It'd
do
take
that.
your whole turn just to get to the bottom of this. Like your whole movement. But hey, then you'd be probably within range to maybe hit one of them.
I'll lob an arrow.
Alright, well just to even see over the edge, you'd have to move here.
That's fine. That's where I was planning to stand anyways.
What's the range on your arrow?
What's the range of my short bow?
Why don't you have that written down?
You know what? We should just give me a nice little cutouts.
Oh my god, you know, they sell these books, they cost about $30 on Amazon?
Yeah, you know what? I don't have that kind of fucking money.
Dude, don't even talk to me.
Trying to buy a house.
I would love to buy a house, it's not happening. I got it.
Okay.
Short bow.
Bring these.
Write it down.
You can shoot 80 feet without disadvantage, and you can shoot up to 320 feet, but with disadvantage.
There, 80 feet written down.
Okay, who are you shooting at?
Whoever's closest.
Okay, one of the digging bugbears. Make your attack. You hit. You do not get sneak attack because no one's done.
9.
You know what? You get sneak. No, you don't get.
I'm still stealth.
You get crit because they have not attacked yet.
Oh!
But you do not get sneak attack, I don't think.
So, 9
So
times 2.
you get 18.
18.
Based on the damage of that fireball, it's dead. You just fucking impale that bitch. Like right through his eyes, or right through the back of his head. Bringing us to... Your turn.
Yay.
Sorry, I have like 5 initiatives on here. I'm like... wait,
Should I
wait.
trip you?
Well, I do plan on jumping off the cliff.
Should I trick you? What's that?
I'm doing it.
Interesting.
Are you going to try to lance?
I'm doing
jump
it.
at it?
He's gonna go super.
The furthest I can go is like there.
Well, if you're jumping, you could go further. But again, you can only jump like
10 feet?
I'd say you could probably get 15 feet away from the wall, just on the arc.
Okay.
But that's gonna hurt.
Okay. Roll
Acrobatics?
No, that's fall damage.
No.
That is 20 feet straight down.
Never mind, I only have 5 health. I would go, split.
I'm gonna stop telling you things, and I'm just gonna let you do them, and I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Land!
Your shins break taking 2. I think it's like a d6 for every 5 feet you fall. So 4d6.
I think it's 10 feet, every 10 feet. So it'd be like 2d something.
Are you
Regardless.
challenging me?
I read the book very thoroughly.
So did I, but there's a lot of shit.
There is.
Make
It's
your-
so much.
Make your choice, dude. You just use like half your movement just to get up there.
Up there?
he was back.
Oh.
He had to walk up to the ledge.
Is there something I can tie a rope to?
Your sword.
It's a wall, so you could try and just get down it. But again, it's 20 feet, and you just use half your movement. So
That'd be the rest of your movement.
your turn would probably be just getting to the bottom.
Goku, extend.
But I mean, you guys have to go through here anyway. So
Yeah. I'll throw javelin at the other one. Disadvantage because of the range.
you still have javelins.
2.
He kept a couple.
Of course.
No, I just didn't know. Like,
Nope. Not how.
all right, so
should've
your
tied it up to
javelin embeds itself in the rubble they were trying to dig through.
You could have used it as a zip line.
I mean, you actually. Well, what would he tie it to on that end?
Himself. That way we can all get down.
Wow. So you still have some movement if you want to try. All right. So
Okay, I think we're done.
Insult to injury.
1d6 per 10. All right. So that brings us to Tober's turn. He can't even get to the edge. I mean, you know, fuck it. I'll say he starts here because I didn't even draw it.
There's not really anything I can do at this point.
Not really. You can try and climb down.
Oh, bugger.
You're throwing
I'll
access.
probably just skip my turn, to be honest, because there's literally fuck all I can do.
Wait, how much does he weigh?
I don't fucking know.
Don't
I'm
you
at 5
fucking
HP.
know.
He has cure wounds.
Oh,
Tell him that in character.
I keep forgetting I was supposed to give you something.
He has potions.
Oh.
Dude, literally tell him that. He's not just gonna know everything about the game. Like, if you
You
need
just
I
have to
kept-
throw me, and I will throw you back.
I kept saying it.
No,
I'm hurt.
him.
I'm badly hurt.
he wants you
Owies.
he wants you to, you know, give him.
The cure of wounding.
He wants you to give him the holy dick. Because of your natural one.
Oh yeah, I'll give him the cure wounds. I'll just give him the rest of my
Well, cure wounds is a spell, or lay on hands is the rest of those 5 hit points. Like, pick one.
Yeah, do the lay on hands then.
Alright, you walk up and you give him 5 hit points, and you are now out for the day. Bringing us to the bugbear's turn, which now seeing one of their, you know, workforce impaled through the back of the head.
Bears don't have bows. Don't even think about it.
Dude, it was just a model.
But he's thinking about it.
How much movement do we
Wait,
have? Yeah.
bugbears can have bows.
Nope, not in this one. They get about here.
Can.
That's the end of their movement, though, so that's as far as they get. Then we get this guy, who is going to walk to the ledge to get a better view.
What the hell's going on? Did they find something?
And that's the end of his turn. So, that brings us to you.
Okay, I'll use my ornate staff.
Yeah, they're 20
And-
feet down. You could clearly, if you just hit, right behind them,
Yeah.
you'll just get like a blast, like right up to you, but that's about it.
1, 2, 3,
Toasty.
It's warm in here.
A little bit.
Hey, let's not do that too close to me. I'm still holding another stick of dynamite.
It's 39.
Hell yeah.
Actually, no, I need to roll to see if they...
And
Don't
16.
stand anywhere near me
Yeah, I know.
because of my.
They're gone.
You're welcome.
Based on that roll,
Just remembered.
Your turn.
I'm gonna give him a potion as my bonus. A potion of healing.
Alright. 2d4 plus 2. I sent the picture to the chat. It's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. 3, 5.
Are you like shoving it in his mouth, or are you just handing it to him?
Just hand it to him.
Okay. Well, then that'll be your turn, which is next, or not next, but
Lob an arrow.
actually, yeah, that's. Yeah, go ahead.
$11.
You miss. The arrow just right by him. It is now your turn. You can use your bonus action to take that
Okay.
person.
So I got 3, 5. Now I'm at 15.
Mosquitoes are gonna stare for me now. I use mosquito spray.
What?
She sprayed herself.
Oh.
She want to be all oiled up for the beach.
No, I just don't want freaking mosquito bites the size of golf balls again.
Well, that brings us to Tober's turn.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome. Bug birds are
I guess he's
Oh,
not
gone.
I'm
gonna
sorry.
move.
What are you doing? Sorry. No, not Tober's turn. You're take the rest of your turn.
I want to stab a javelin into the ground next to me and try to tie a rope to it.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
18, 19, 20, 22.
You drive that fucking thing into the ground. It looks secure as fuck.
All
But
right.
that's your action.
Yep.
Like,
No,
I'll say
it's-
you could tie a rope to that and drive it into the ground, and that's your turn.
Absolutely.
In other words, it's not
Yeah.
going diddly squat.
So, Tober, you're up, and there is now a javelin in the ground with a rope on it.
And everybody's standing in the way.
No, he has
Oh,
one square next to me.
Well-
You jump off? Did you just say you jump
I'll
off?
go down the road.
Are you sure? Because I heard one thing, and I'd love to just go with it.
I mean, he
No,
can try
I'm
to
not
land
doing that.
on the bugbear's dead bodies.
Okay, so on your attempt to climb down the rope, I am going to need a strength check. Or an athletics check. Roll a d20.
Fuck's sake, got a 2.
So with a roll that low, I'm gonna say the minute you try and like start lowering yourself on the rope, your hand slips and you plummet all 20 feet, knocking yourself prone on the ground and taking 8 bludgeoning damage as you impact the ground. But you are down there and prone.
Can I do an acrobatics flip and just land on me?
You would take fall damage as well.
Minus 5 feet. Or 2 feet.
You never know.
2.5.
It is now that guy's turn, and seeing that you have decimated the bugbears,
I could do some Prince of Persia shit.
they flee down that corridor.
Arrow! Fuck! There's gonna be an alert.
I'd say as your reaction, you can attempt, but seeing as that was his turn, he would have gotten easily here, which is about...
Apparently, I'm not that good of an archer.
No, that's just within your no disadvantage range, so you can make one
Damn.
reaction shot.
Die.
15, 16, 18, 19, 20.
You hit. Roll damage. They're not stopping, but you hit. And you do not get sneak attack.
6.
I got you.
Okay, so as the arrow just like hits him, he still runs off. But you did hit him.
Follow the blue trail.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's 7th level.
So that's that.
I'd like to climb down the rope.
Acrobatic or athletics, because you're lowering yourself. That's strength.
Athletics.
Yep.
5.
Yeah. So you fall,
Can I land on Tober?
landing next to Tober,
Damn it.
taking 9 damage.
So I guess you're all just going down the rope.
Apparently.
I will let.
While
go
falling, you
next.
are also prone. But I'll say, you know what? Combat's over. I'll say you fall and you got back up. What are you guys doing?
Going down the rope.
Athletics.
I'm letting her go first. 'Cause I have plans.
Yeah, you get down just fine.
20.
You gracefully go down the rope. You're down. You jump and land on Tober. Because you jumped, you got an extra 5 feet. Taking 7 damage. And Tober takes 2 extra damage because you landed on him. So what are you guys going to do?
I'd like to search around in the rope while they were trying to dig around.
Give me an investigate check.
I don't know if that's cocked or not.
It's not. You got a 6.
What was I doing?
Investigation.
I would like to try and
7.
use the rope to get my javelin back.
You have to climb up and then find a way back down the rope. You just fell.
I can't just pull on it.
You can't.
You
Get it out.
drove that fucking thing into the ground.
Hulk smash. I want my rope at least.
You know what? Give me a strength check on pulling the rope.
Oh god, I see where this is going.
Don't kill yourself.
19 plus 6, 25.
You. And the rope snaps off. Javelin's still in that fucking ground though.
That was higher than my javelin drive. Whatever.
Your javelin
How much
thing-
rope do I have left?
I don't fucking know. Keep track of your own rope. I said it didn't snap somewhere in the middle. It just snapped off the javelin. However
Oh,
long
snap
it was.
the javelin. Okay. I thought
Javelin's still there.
I
but
thought
the
the
rope
rope
broke.
snapped.
It's a
Yeah.
piece of hardened metal used as a weapon. The rope broke first.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Like, how much of it is?
Whatever was attached, it didn't shorten. Like if you
Basically,
just
it
if
broke
you
right
tied the
off
end,
of it.
it broke at the end.
Okay.
You might have lost
So-
an inch of rope
Okay.
to tie it. Like I'm not.
Okay. We're not
Anyways.
nitpicking.
All right,
Got
so you guys are now at the bottom.
Someone look around. They were digging for something.
I'll investigate.
Go ahead. I'd like to find my other javelin.
I'm gonna
Give
collect
me
my
an
arrow.
give me an investigate check.
10, 11.
I'd say after 5 minutes of looking, you find it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
11 as well.
11.
Do I collect my arrows? Aside from the one the guy's got in his ass.
You collect one of the 3 you shot because the second one missed him on the second ledge. You're not sure where it is right now. The one who impaled the bugbear, yeah, you get that back.
I rolled a 15. Dick.
I mean, you are free to go up the other side and look for it, and then the other one was in the guy's ass. So.
I knew the other one was in his ass. I'm talking about the ones that were still in this area.
He was on the ledge and you missed him, so it's up there somewhere.
11 for
You, based on where they were digging, after just some, looking around, you see like some scraps of dwarven clothing. Nothing really of value though. Like you get the idea that they're grasping at straws, just looking for shit, because there's got to be something. But you're not really finding anything here. I thought we were gonna start, but this took longer than I thought. But it's almost over.
I'd like to climb up and look for my arrow.
Acrobatics or athletics.
I think we're all gonna try and get up.
Everyone roll.
12.
Tober, athletics again.
12.
15. Tober.
Roll d20.
Do it now.
7.
You all, with his strength, you all successfully climb up to the other ledge 20 feet up.
So
Gotta find my other arrow now.
Yeah, you find it.
I was really worried.
What?
He was really worried.
Something about really worried.
So, what are you gonna do?
I'd like to
Go ahead,
investigate blood trail.
There is a stat for blood. I just can't remember which one it is.
That would probably be a medicine check of some kind. There's a door here. And from the best you can tell, you know what? Give me a medicine check. Or survival check. Make it survival.
That's it.
You sure
3.
you have no survival?
I have no survival.
What's the stat for survival? I don't fucking have it on this sheet.
It's not the one with wisdom.
Wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
I'll do a survival check.
He was specifically looking, and we're not gonna just round check everything. So, nope. You guys are like right here, coming this way. There is some stairs that you imagine is where the bugbears came from, and then there's another thing over here.
I think the dwarf went down that tunnel.
It was a drow elf, not a dwarf.
Whatever.
What you guys do?
Stealthy dude, go check the door.
You're feeling pretty stealthy. So where are you going? Down the hall?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna peek right there real quick. Make sure there's nothing.
It's a hallway, dead end, about 40 feet down, and there's a couple other ways off of it. But
Okay, then go up to the door. I'd like to peek.
You peeking in, you see. This is fun.
This looks like where we're supposed to go.
Give me an investigation. You don't know shit. That's metagaming.
You wanted a what?
Investigation.
11.
Peeking in on what you can see, there's some cracked marble pillars in this hall. And at the north end, you see there's a 9-foot tall statue of a dwarf seated on a throne, and a mighty stone warhammer across his lap. There are large emeralds gleam in the statue's eyes, and there's dust and debris covering the floor that has been swept to one side, and it's kind of a campsite of sorts now spread in front of the statue. Half a dozen bedrolls and a couple packs are neatly arranged around a rough fire pit. There's a wooden table on the west side between two pillars, and you see a dwarf lying on the ground.
Dead or alive?
We can't tell from where I'm at. Try to just lob an arrow at him.
That's your answer to everything.
You do whatever you want to do.
I don't trust things.
That's definitely in character, though.
I'm gonna go tell them what I see.
Also, you guys could be like right here. You tell them what you see. You heard all that.
Don't shoot the
What
dwarf.
do your elf eyes see?
I can't really make it out in this image, by the way, but is there another little path right here? Since your light is...
Freaking covering it.
There's a another.
Yes, I know. And I didn't include it. You guys went along... You're not by room 20. You're by the doors to room 19.
I know, but is there an entry point that was up?
Around?
Yeah.
By room 20?
Yeah.
Yes, there is, but I didn't draw it.
Okay, can I start going that way?
I mean, you can try, but there's no doors there. You'd have to, like, go into the room. Alright, so I'll say you backtrack and go back up into that area, and it's little hallway, some stairs, and the hallway curves, and then some more stairs going up. There's a door here, and then open into this room. And I'll say, I don't know, give me a stealth check.
Another?
Yeah, you're fine. You feel stealthy. What are you doing?
Check that door.
Too far.
18 for investigation.
The door appears to be locked.
Oh! Take it!
Proficiency plus dex.
17, 18, 19. Proficiency?
Your proficiency is a +2.
Dex. Oh, Dex. Okay.
Yeah.
So, 22.
As you fiddle with the door and then hear click. You open it slightly. There are just dusty draperies adorn the walls of this room, which also contains a bed and a fire brazier. There's a badly disheveled dwarf that lies bound and unconscious on the stone floor.
Ooh! Can I pick his locks? You said he was bound. Like, bound with chains or bound with rope?
Say rope.
Okay, then.
It does not specify.
I'd like to just cut the rope then.
You go in and stealthily cut the rope.
Are you okay?
He's unconscious.
Are you?
Is that what you do?
Nope!
Kill him with slaps.
You're not really being an expert in medical conditions.
I know.
You're.
That's why I was about to
mean,
say, guys!
He's breathing, but he looks a little rough.
I got a 19.
On what?
Medical.
I
Make sure
wasn't
he's not
asking
alive.
you to do medical.
I don't know!
Not a skill you're proficient in. He is breathing, but he looks kind of fucked up.
Okay, so, could I grab... Who still has health stuff?
I have
Help
three.
stuff.
Anything?
Potions
I
and
have-
healing and shit.
I have a healer's kit.
What's that do?
It just stabilizes. So if he's bleeding out for any reason, which we wouldn't know without a medicine check. Unless there's
I
a
did a medicine
big
check.
pool of
He didn't care.
blood, I mean, that's kind of...
He just says he's looked beaten to shit. So, does anybody want to come check on this guy?
Actually, I think she still has spells.
I have
Actually,
one.
no, they both have spells.
I have one level 1 still left.
I mean, he's
I
unconscious.
mean,
Does anybody
you
got
do you.
smelling salt? Anything?
pee on it. It'll get better.
If I pee on him, that might end up bad.
Yes.
The DM's laughing over here.
You're talking about peeing on an unconscious man! Someone make a damn choice! What are you guys doing? I don't care what it is, just make a choice.
Can we just splash some water on him?
Do you have any water?
Yes, we have water. I'm not gonna do my whole canteen, but
Are you being quiet about it?
what do you want me to do? Cover his whole entire face? Wake up!
Are you being quiet about it?
Yes.
I'll say you quietly drip a little water on him. He's still unconscious. Now he's just wet.
How great, now he's gonna think someone did pee on him.
In his subconscious dreams, he hears this whole conversation.
Somebody just pee on him, he'll probably wake up.
Dribble,
You're
dribble.
having this conversation with yourself, unless you guys are up there too.
I told someone to come in here!
He did.
You're in there alone. Are you gonna shout out into the hallway?
No, I mean, I went and got them. I mean, they'd probably be not always, like, not that far behind me.
Well, no, yeah. We would have followed at least.
Are you following now into that room? Yeah, you guys can be at that landing. But are you guys following him?
Don't be too loud.
Kinda can't help that.
Yeah, keep your metal to yourself. Okay, whoever can freaking heal, do this quick. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
If you guys are gonna go in there, I need to know if you're trying to be stealthy.
Well,
Oh,
try.
fuck it. I'll just give him a goddamn potion of healing.
I was gonna say I'll try and be stealthy.
Maybe he'll wake the fuck up.
Go ahead and make your roll, but you already did
Okay.
it.
No.
So, he wakes up after you lovingly caress that potion down his unconscious throat.
Ooh, baby.
And,
Jesus, I'm running low.
yeah. So, he wakes up and just, like, bleary-eyed looks up at you and just sees this, like, dark elf and just, like,
Hi! What happened? Why are you unconscious? Why were you bound? Why are you locked in this fucking room?
Slow down, one at a time.
Oh wait, I don't speak dwarf. I need a dwarf.
I speak.
Unless I
common.
can speak that, but yeah, okay then.
What happened?
I was camping with my brother and got hit over the head, and now I'm here. Who are you?
Adventure. We'll just go with that.
Well, that's very heartwarming, but what are we doing here?
I don't know. I found you in this room, locked in here, bound. Beat the shit.
Thank you. He's kind of out of it.
What was the exact thing before you went unconscious that you can exactly remember happening?
I saw a drow elf, some other things. Got hit, and now I'm here.
And what were you doing here? Mining?
Me and my brothers found this. We've been looking for it for years.
Shit, what was that one guy's name?
Gundren Rockseeker is the one that's alive back in the town.
That long name.
Gundren.
Gundren.
Did you find him?
Yes.
Is he okay?
Yes.
After we saved him, yes.
What about my other brother? I was camping here with him.
Was that the one that was dead at the entrance?
He hears you say that, and he's just like, he's dead?
There was a body at the entrance. I don't know if it was your brother or not.
He just like, oh,
You didn't even know if it was alive or dead. Thank goodness you didn't shoot that arrow.
give me a perception check.
Wow.
You perfectly recall that when you peeked in the room that you're trying not to be loud for, the dwarf on the floor is this guy.
What? I'm talking about at the entrance.
I'm saying in the room right next to you when you peeked in and all you saw was a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
This guy. This guy looks significantly more beat to shit, but it was this guy.
I need to go lob an arrow over in that room.
Are we getting out of here?
You're gonna have to go talk to my companions just around the corner. I gotta go deal with something.
Okay. Who's around the corner?
3 of my companions. A dwarf. I forgot names again.
Mara, Tober.
Yeah, Tober Twin Axe. Then there's...
Mara the cleric.
Work with me here.
Okay.
We'll go with their names.
2 humans and a dwarf.
No, what's your struggle?
He struggles to get to his feet and shambles
I shall
around.
help him up.
Okay, you help him up, and he kind of shambles around the corner. And you know what? Just because I like these fucking models, Commoner Boy gets to be cool little angry dude. So he rounds the corner, and he's just like, "Oh, hi."
Yeah, can I go back? Or wait, is there anything else in this room?
No.
Okay.
Actually, let me double check this for.
Look, Tober, another drinking buddy.
Bust out that ale.
I don't think we want to give him the ale right now.
This guy might want it.
No.
Yeah, no, there's nothing in there. That's this guy.
I'd like to go try and get within visual of throwing 2 fucking daggers at that dead corpse on the bodies.
Stealth check. For fault's not dead.
Whatever, playing dead.
He's just sitting on the floor. He wasn't dead.
9.
9. It's a bold choice, Cotton. Let's see you get right here. Stop trying to see shit.
No, I'm trying to see where... Can I wait until they get up a little bit closer before I get fully in there? So that the companion guy is behind them?
I mean, he could be behind them now. I don't give a fuck.
Guys up a little bit. Thank you.
You said you got a 9 on that stealth check?
Yes.
As you're trying to sneak up, you know what? Just because they match. The dwarf looks over and says, "Who goes there?"
I'm gonna throw 2 of my things at him.
Your daggers.
Daggers.
Roll, Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi?
It's the name I gave you.
Just randomly.
There is like a pillar, and 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 another pillar, and a big-ass dwarven statue, and a table.
Bon Jovi.
17 and 14.
They both hit. Because they have not taken an action this time, you get crit for assassin.
8!
So 16.
Nope.
Dex.
10. You got 8, and that's +1 for each dagger.
12.
12?
Because I get +4 in total.
So 24.
Oh, who goes there?
So this dwarf is looking... You hit him, and it's not feeling too good.
No, I was about to say it.
It's a mimic!
Watch it.
So,
Pokemon.
are you guys following him in here?
Mhm.
Because he just... I mean, to do that, you would have to be, like, here to see him. And he noticed you, so... I'd say go ahead and roll initiative for the people who are fighting.
Oh, yeah.
15.
6.
This is the final boss fight, people. Start throwing out special shit.
Well, they're like out of spells.
No, these two still got some.
Hang on, so
I
it's...
know.
If you need another heals, let me know.
Who had the lowest?
Me.
But
6.
what was yours?
15.
What was yours?
23.
You son of a bitch.
That alert is a +5.
Let me do a couple little quick things in math because dumb shit. Gotta keep referencing other dumb shit.
My next throw kind of looks nice.
These
Just
are
kidding.
pre-roll things.
I was just kidding. Although there's...
He wasn't really.
I got a 20 and a 4.
You said yours was 20 what?
23.
Thank you. I had to change your order with something else. And then I have one more thing I need to fucking find, and there it is.
What have you done?
Okay, what's Tober's initiative?
Tover, roll a d20.
12.
12.
I've already done it.
Look, I'm not going to get that arrow out of that guy's ass back. I'm going to knock down my arrows though.
And then this is going to be 12 for Tober, and Yours is what, 6? Whatever, you're the lowest one. You're first.
Coolio. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes. Okay.
Nothing.
So I will move here. 20 feet of movement. And roll my javelin.
That would be 25 from where you're at.
Okay.
5,
Either way.
10, 15, 20.
It's not 30.
I mean, you can move.
And then
Closer.
throw javelin.
Roll that
That
shit.
thing. 10, 14, 16.
You hit.
Sweet. So 6 points damage. The mulch.
Okay. That brings us to... Your turn, bud. 20. Your other one? Where'd it go?
14.
Okay, well, you're aiming for that guy?
Mm-hmm.
You hit on both of them, and one is a crit.
6. 7.
Total? Plus 1 on each dagger.
This 6.
So he's 7 plus 8, 9.
10.
10?
Mm-hmm. So that'd be the
So-
crit.
So that's 20,
And then 5.
25.
Yes, 5.
Okay, so, as this is all happening, and because people rolled shitty initiatives, he just takes both daggers and flops dead onto the ground before he can even react, because you guys are fucking assholes. As he falls to the ground, his form morphs into this taller, dark gray thing. and
We've
hits
met
him.
one of these before. Already.
It's a doppelganger.
That is dead.
It's a
You
mimic.
just don't mind me.
It is now dead.
Uh-huh.
Give me an investigation check.
That sucked.
You think you see an arrow sticking out of its ass.
Son of a bitch!
That brings us to
Hey, did you just don't mind me?
jumping down from the ceiling
No.
to surprise you now.
That was my emergency.
Surprise.
I mean, you're not
I
actually
have no idea.
surprised. I'll just say you're surprised.
I don't know, I didn't see you bring it
4
up.
spiders who were lying in wait, stealth,
Speeder.
anticipating you since the doppelganger warned this room. Drop down.
I'm just saying because alert, I'm immune to surprise. You know, the cool guy.
Surprise!
My turn?
No, it is the spiders that all just appeared. It's turn.
Mm.
And they...
Plus colors do not match.
True.
Four,
And my
they are
pets.
all going to bite attack.
You. Coolio.
Did they all just attack you?
So,
Big armor motherfucker.
I would say the time it took you guys to free that guy and heal him, your shield is no longer active.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah.
And 1 hit you.
Okay.
I rolled shitty on a lot of those. I actually gotta use a D8.
It's gonna be a poison.
You take 11 points of damage,
I'm out.
and you need... Okay.
And you need nothing.
Give me a con save.
Great, now I gotta force another potion down your damn throat.
That would be 6.
You have failed 1 death saving throw by taking the poison damage. Ending their turn. It is Tober's turn.
I wanna go help them.
How dare you not be down to?
You can get up to here, but you're still about 10 feet away from the closest spider.
I thought you said you needed to help him.
Yeah, that's
I'm,
what
I'm just saying.
Anyway, getting past the road.
I mean, you could probably sneak your way in there just from where the stupid things are hastily drawn. But you're out of movement now. Took your full movement to get up there.
Oh.
Although someone could totally use a heal. You know, if you've got like a cure wounds lying around.
Oh, cure wounds. Yeah.
All right. Was it like 1d8?
1d8.
I'll do it.
Oh, and his spell thingy.
You know what? I'm gonna redo that.
3.
You get 6 hit points.
Okay.
Alright, so that's your turn, bringing us.
Military drill just came into my head. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down.
Let's see. Fuck it. This cool cleric-looking dude gets to be who we're dealing with. Oh! Out of nowhere, just rippling forms near this table, and there's now a drow elf holding a staff.
Glass one?
Hmm?
Glass one?
Nope. That guy was not a drow elf. He was a human knave. This one just appears, dropping some form of spell that he was pre-warned, so he was lying in wait. And you get this look that he's curious about something. And,
Huh? Right. Sure. 2, 5, 11.
boss fight! He is going to cast Ray of Frost at Zerouge.
Le Baton Rouge.
Too bad I can't use my scroll of flight right now.
18.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that does it. Where is my things? Oh, I wrote it down on this paper over here. Certain cantrips I can't fucking remember. So. Ray of Frost, so he hits you. 9 damage as this ice energy just blasts you in the chest. And as his turn ends, he maniacally says, "Do you pitiful things think you can actually stop me?" Bringing us... Hey, you're all kind of fucking fatal funneled here.
Like right there.
Yeah, I'd say you could probably just get, like, honestly, you could be here. Or even one up further if you wanted. Like, I don't care.
I'll use our Oriental staff. I'm thinking of like, no, I like 2 more left on it. And aim for
You've only used it like twice. It's
3.
got 10 charges. 3 times. It's got 10
Okay.
charges.
So,
You just can't use more than 3 charges to not make it too brokenly overpowered.
yeah, I'll aim for like right here.
Okay.
I'll try at least getting all 3 sides.
Hey, you are trying to shoot through your friend. Well, go ahead and roll. Or just roll the damage and
Oh no. All 8?
give me a dexterity check.
Oh god.
6.
15.
Okay.
Yeah, you managed to
14.
just, like, oh god, as a fireball just singes, like, some fucking hair.
27.
I found my belly button. Hey, I just polished. Oh shit!
Those 3,
Jacob does
you know,
that.
I'm just gonna leave this one because it's a spider. Just incinerate them in this smell.
Heard that.
So you do hit it. Some greenish blood kind of flows out of it, and it's still standing though.
Broadcasting.
So bring it to bringing us to our wonderful enemy guy. No, actually, he held his turn because it specifically says he waits until the spider's descended. So you beat his turn last time. He just didn't act because he was hiding. So, let's see, what can we do here?
Run and hide.
Oh boy.
He is going to move forward. I need to check something. Ooh, shit, I almost just took all this shit out. Sorry. What are you checking?
Just I was trying to see if I could move back without getting hit, but no,
Nope.
no. That's if they're trying to be unseen, they don't have advantage.
Okay, cool. I can do that. From here, he is going to cast a spell on the rogue. Who here speaks Elvish?
I do.
Okay, cool.
Wow, really? Everybody? Yeah.
Okay, good. So, you
I definitely speak Elves.
just
right.
start to feel
You better. Fuck your own kind.
he looks directly at you and raising his hand, and there's a glow, and he just says to you, attack your friends. There's money in it for you. And with that, I need you
Try
to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
6.
You are charmed.
Oh
and,
crap!
And due to your nature, you are now, until you break free of this, you will attack your friends on your turn. To the best of your ability. Oh wow, you can't save from it. There's no other than the first save, you're just done. So unless concentration gets broken,
Yep.
You're basically his little bitch. You know, assuming it doesn't go against your own self-interest. But anyways, that's his turn. Bringing us now to your turn.
Spec-fucking-tacular.
I'm just going off the spells I'm given, and it's a fun one, so...
That actually, yeah.
Well,
I've
I don't
seen
think
that.
it would work much
I've
on
seen-
you. I don't think it would work on Tober, and I don't know about half asleep here.
I don't know. I can't see for sure. No, not at all. By no means.
No, I don't mean the save. I mean just the character themselves.
Uh,
Telling him he'll pay
Potion
him to
of-
kill you. That's
Potion
up
of
his alley.
healing.
Yeah, now that my migraine,
Just
when I wake up, I
tunes.
wake up when Italian alarm kicking in and
What are you doing?
Potion of
drowsy.
healing.
On yourself?
Yeah.
Did you take damage?
Dude, I've been taking damage.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. I mean, you
yeah,
do you.
You've been specking me around.
You do you, dude. It's 2.
4.
6. Okay. That was your bonus action.
And now I'm gonna have to swing at the dwarf because he's next to me. I missed.
you
I
missed.
got a 3.
Yeah, you definitely miss. Tober, as you look up, your rogue friend just tried to take a swipe at you, but missed horribly. Bringing
Can I
us
knock him
to...
out?
Not your turn. So it brings us to the last spider's turn. It is going to attempt to bite you. It fucking hits.
Hmm.
17 plus 4.
Tasty.
Bites you for 8 damage.
The end is nigh. I'm down.
And you know what? Go ahead and give me a con save.
Hey.
You go down, but you are not afflicted with poison. Bringing us to Tober's turn.
Right, have I got any way without damaging the rogue of knocking him out or capturing him or something like that?
You can attack him if you want.
Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Have I got any way of reviving Paladin?
Does he have spells left?
Yes. He used so he has 1.
You could cure wounds him, but then you'd be out of spells.
Yeah, I know. I kind of need him up, and I can also use him later on.
Oh, I see how it is.
You heal 6 hit points.
Again!
And
He sees me, I'm down.
that is Tober's turn, bringing us to your turn.
Are you back up?
Yeah, you're up with 6 hit points. I just didn't get up.
Fuck the spider.
Bear in mind, Rogue, if
You
you
can
fucking
break his
attack me and actually hit me,
concentration
I'm making you pay
Or you
back.
can
You realize you're the only person that's closest to me, right?
I am going
Huh?
to use the
I don't have really much of
ornate
a choice.
staff at the wizard and try nailing him.
How many charges?
1.
Just me? Okay.
Well, God, does he
Just remember on the rules you can use up to 3, making it a level 6 spell, which is a little broken for you, but
Yeah.
just throwing that out there.
So I've been only using level 1s.
Yeah, no, but you've only used like 4, so you still have 6 charges.
3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20.
He does not make his save with a 6.
24. 5? 25?
No,
And the staff doesn't
that's
have it.
right. Sorry. Yes. Apologies.
So, how much?
20.
This dude, honestly, he's a wizard. He does not have a lot of health.
Wizards are squishy! Rogues are squishy too.
So, that's your turn, bringing us back to you.
I did raise concentration.
You might want to get rid of that damn spell.
Oh, shit.
That was the objective, maybe.
Okay. Your mind clears.
You're welcome.
Woo! Wait, how'd that happen?
By him taking damage, he has to make a concentration check to maintain the spell. He failed that, so you are now free.
Yeah, you did 20 damage.
Slashing at the spider again.
Alrighty
Fuck
then.
this spider! Wow, just, okay. 8, 9, 10, 11.
You miss.
Fuck me. So hard.
Okay, wonder why how hard.
You already said that you guys did it 4 times.
I don't want to hear that.
And
Bringing us...
We're playing a game.
so? It
Okay.
never stopped us during Halo.
That's the old days.
I was about to say, like, don't give her any fucking ideas.
He is going to use a level 2 magic missiles.
I'm too close!
And he fucking misses. 4 magical things just right past you and hit the wall.
And now I definitely need a change of underwear.
Again?
He is going to move.
No, last time it was just a little here. This time.
That brings us to you.
I'm gonna use my teleport right behind him.
Let's say you get 1 attack, because I'll say activating that is probably a bonus action to get over there, so you probably only get 1 attack. You hit. You do not get sneak attack though, because you're the only fucker over there.
Oh, that's why I said behind it.
It doesn't matter. Like, he's
9.
aware there's a battle going on. 9 total?
Yes. Because I would get the 1 roll. No sneak.
How do you want to do this?
You killed it.
Find some creative bullshit. Just
Oh,
go for
we're
it.
just gonna do that whole, movie cinematic straight up. That way he sees it.
So, as you teleport behind him, and as he's trying to reposition the room and think about his options, you teleport behind him and then just... and there is this steel yet kind of ethereal dagger in him, and just in Elvish, he kind of turns his head and just turns his neck to you and just goes, ow, and then just falls forward as the knife just out of existence, and he falls.
Woo! Now we still got a spider to deal with.
The thing that's been fucking me this whole time.
As that happens, it's just looking at you.
Yeah.
It's now
It's Tober's turn, I think.
It's Tober's turn.
Go around and swing at it.
I would highly recommend, even with like
That's kind of what I want to do.
opportunity attacks, like get in the room, everybody. That's fatal funnel bullshit. The only reason is because they knew you were there.
Mm. What are you doing?
I'm going around swinging at it.
Just
Okay.
roll your d20.
Roll it, bitch. We're done with the boss.
I got an 18.
All right, you hit it.
Now roll your d8.
I got a 6.
So 10.
Okay.
Because he also has that +1.
Okay. That brings us to you. Just kill it, please.
Right.
Like, I thought this would take like an hour. It's taking us like 3.5. Y'all motherfuckers are slow.
11.
You do not hit.
Okay, there you go.
Spell just flies right by it, bringing us to Mr. I Love the Ground's turn. I just imagine that Lonely Island song where it's like, happy birthday to the ground.
Slash at it again.
You hit.
Cool. 5, 6, 7, 8.
As you drive the sword into it, it dies with one final screech.
And then I stab it a few more times because fuck that spider.
As you're angrily stabbing, the rogue is kind of looking around. All you hear is...
It's not dead yet.
There's 4 other charred spiders. You are devoted to that one. So, you guys are too goddamn powerful. Like, that guy should have had more stuff to do.
Should've.
Sorry.
Fuck him.
He almost made me kill my own people.
It is a spell. It is called Suggestion. So, upon searching the dead drow elf, he is carrying 1 potion of healing. And he also had on him a black staff with a black spider on the top of it as a figure.
Oh, I don't need it.
I'll just hold on to it.
He also dropped 25 platinum pieces.
You sure?
Sharing is caring.
Black staff with a spider on it.
You can just call it the spider staff.
Okay.
25 platinum. There's also a dwarven ale mug made of hammered electrum worth 100 gold.
That's mine.
No. I'll give it to the guy that's been poking at a spider.
What?
You get hit in the head by a flying dwarven mug made out of electrum, taking 1 damage.
Great catch, guys.
I'm unconscious. Just kidding.
As you said, it was worth what?
100 gold.
There you go.
Oh damn. Too late now, but if Neznar, which is his name, is captured alive and delivered to Sealdar Hallwinter or the Townmaster in Phandelver, award double his XP value. Doesn't matter, you're level 5 when this ends anyway.
I want to check the statue.
It's a dwarven statue that's old as shit. It's to a dwarven god because this was a massive magical forge.
Huh. Is there anything special about it?
Is there the
The
emerald
axe
green
or
eyes?
the hammer that's on it?
The emerald green eyes?
Yeah, it's got emerald eyes.
Can I pull those out?
There's a dwarf, 2 of them right behind you. They might object to that.
I can't help it. I'm a thief.
Go ahead.
Hey, money.
Deface the statue of a god in front of 2 dwarves.
How about I shall use
Give me,
Sleight of hand.
minor illusion?
give me a sleight of hand check to try and pry them out without being noticed. That is a D. Is that a D20 or is that a D12?
Is it 20?
20. Okay.
15, 16, 21.
You pocket 2 large emeralds that appear to be worth about 100 gold each.
Woo! What happened to the eyes?
What would you all like to do?
I mean, I know I didn't perceive that because I'm still busy with the spider on the ground.
And a bruise on your head.
Okay, I'm going to tell the party.
Bye, Felicia.
I
What's
want
with
to
the
verify
square?
that I am going to start going off because I need to go find my
Square to the
brother.
left.
So
No,
I'm
straight
going to go
ahead of
off with the.
It was a table.
Oh.
Just something that they were using as a table.
Sorry, what's that?
There's nothing on it.
What'd you say, Spags?
He says he's gonna go look for his
I
brother.
said Toba is going to be leaving because obviously he wants to find his brother.
He's like, well, this isn't helping me. Bye, Felicia.
Basically.
So I guess we'll head back to town. Not like there's anything else worth of value here.
I don't see any weird or
Hey, we could go return what's his
Weird.
face to his brother.
weird looking rocks that I can use my pick on. They made me buy it. I want to use it.
So we'll go back to town.
Yeah,
Alright.
we'll go back.
Well,
over the
apparently-
next hour, you get back to the front of the cave with this dwarf following you. He does notice the dead body of his brother at the cave entrance.
my condolences.
He's like, thanks. He, on second thought, he goes back and he picks up his brother, and it's just you can tell he's struggling to carry him, but he's going. He's going.
I do, but I don't have strength.
Anyways, you guys spend the better part of the next several hours getting back to the town.
Where's the other dwarf's at? Where did we leave him?
He's got a room at the inn.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll go to the inn.
He was in bed last week. Yep.
So you guys pretty beaten up, real tired, probably like 10 o'clock at night.
And now I'm momentarily characterless.
You probably wandered off already.
Yeah, you might not have just even come back to the town. You might have just been like, bye, bitch.
Bye, guys. Where'd the dwarf go?
You guys get back in, you enter the inn, and you see Sealdar and
That reminds me, I need to go.
Gundren sitting in a dark common room, just talking. He's looking a little better. He's had like 3 days to get a little better.
Yeah, I'll walk after him.
As you guys walk up, he sees his brother, and he has this look of like, and then he sees what his brother's carrying, and just, oh.
We
Have
found
your
your
wives alive?
we found your brother. Luckily,
Thank you.
one of them
Technically, you found both.
alive.
So,
I'll let him do the lying.
so
She's still alive?
what happens from here is the brothers plan to administrate over this new mine. There's still some stuff to clean out. They discovered it, and there's a lot of things that they could still do there. It was originally used as a magical forge to produce things and magically enchant them. So they're trying to set up, in their brother's memory of this great discovery, they're going to be mine administrators and handle all the stuff that's going to go on there once it gets fully cleared out and they get rested up.
Where's our statue in the town square?
What statue? Oh, yours? There's not one.
Freedom from the red.
Oh,
Band.
hero, Wallace.
A hero of Parnos. So, a hooded figure comes up while you guys are still in the inn. Pulls you aside. Just gestures for you to follow upstairs. It's hard to see who it is.
Okay.
They lead up to your room. They enter, even though it was locked. They you didn't even see them try and pick it. It's just now it's open. You follow them inside.
Sure.
Right. Upon you entering, you close the door and turning around. She's already sitting on the bed. She's taking the hood down. It is the woman who runs the shop.
Oh!
Who's a member of the Black Network, who kind of initiated you.
Yeah, I remember.
She says, well, thanks for doing that. Well, you guys were gone. The cowardly mayor is dead.
That's no surprise.
Oh, I did it.
No, that's no surprise either.
She clearly wanted power,
So, as you know, this town's branch of the Zentarim, she's just taking it. She tells you that if you're still interested, there's many places the network can take you. And she tells you if you want to look for a little more work, this town's pretty much done. But to the east, the town of Tribor, there is another contact.
Is that where we're supposed to go on our next adventure? Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Hi, I'm a plot hook. She just hands you a letter. Says, when you meet him, give him this. He'll know you can be trusted. And
Who?
thanks.
Give it to who?
Oh, God. Making me look shy.
Her contact.
I mean, you can always just say that we give it to whoever when we get there, but
You know who it is. She tells you, and you remember.
okay, we'll just go with that. All I remember is my
I
title
think
is
Puppy's getting
Fang.
bit by mosquitoes.
Oh, yeah.
I think the puppy's getting bit by mosquitoes.
No, her paw is bugging her.
It's some fucking shop. She told you. I don't know it right now.
We'll
We'll
get to
figure
that
it
when
out.
we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she just puts her hood back up and leaves.
She didn't give me value. She didn't.
She didn't give you shit.
I know.
The mind was not her issue here. Her issue was the red brands and the other bullshit.
We have plenty to sell. But before we travel,
But seeing as it is like almost 2:30.
I'm sleeping, a long rest, I'm out of spells, I am fucked in the ass by spiders.
We'll set up on the adventure when we heal up.